Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 120 of MDC Miami Dolphins content with your boy CT and your boy Bleezy here every Monday night at 8:30. We do impromptu shows throughout the week. We've done like 14 in the last 2 weeks, just like tonight. We've done like 14 shows in the last 2 weeks. We're always pumping this content out for you guys. For those of you guys watching on Twitter, Twitch, and all that stuff, come on over to YouTube, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, hit that notification bell so you can get us every time we're on. And
shout out to Back It Up, episode 120, awesome. I appreciate that, and CT, I'm sure it does too, man.
Absolutely, it's been we've been doing this for a long time.
A lot of the shows were on our old channel. I don't know if Back It Up Bench was on our old channel.
I don't think so, but it's all good, man.
But
we're still out here doing it, baby. Hashtag fuck YouTube. We started over, and we'll do it all over again.
We started this channel about 70 episodes in, so we just kept it going. So, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Again, hashtag fuck YouTube. We're still in this bitch. Still fucking doing it. You can kiss our asses. Yeah. And we'll get back to that 1,500 subs we had. We'll get back there. One fucking sub at a time. But tonight's episode, ladies and gentlemen.
We're about to drop the link. Stay tuned.
Feliz, Cinco de Mayo. And let's fucking get it, ladies and gentlemen. Drink your cervezas, chill out, relax, and let's talk some Phins. Yes, sir. Once Colin gets his ass up here, Colin's going to be having a rough fucking night tonight. He might not want to come on the show. For those of y'all don't know, he's a huge Lightning fan, a huge Magic fan, and a huge Rays fan. And
drop that link right there.
Yes, sir. But his
bro.
magic got bounced today. They had a 15-point lead and fucking lost by 12. So they got their asses handed to them today. And it's kind of what happens when Colin talks shit about his fucking teams on the show. And he talks shit about the Panthers and the Heat. And at least the Panthers fucking whooped their ass. But anyway, let's get to the Dolphins. Man, a lot of crazy shit happening. What's going on, Bleezy?
Hey, what's up, my man? What's up, bro? Chilling. You know, we got good news in Dolphins land. We got OBJ in the building. You know what I mean? We got OBJ in the building. I don't know if we've had a show since that's became official. But yeah, man, I'm down with that, man. I think it's a good signing. $3 million. I think maybe we did talk about it, but.
No, we didn't. It happened yesterday morning, I think. Officially, it happened. Or possibly Friday night. I'm not sure. I didn't hear about it until Saturday morning. But yeah, I mean, 1 year, $3 million, up to 8.5 or 8.25 with a shitload of incentives. Which again, if he ends up playing that well and you got to pay him that money, then he's obviously balling out. So I don't think the Dolphins would have a problem paying him that money. But Colin in the building.
Colin.
What is going on, brother? But yeah, I think it's a good signing for the price.
He's a 31-year-old receiver. 31-year-old. At one time may have been considered an elite receiver, maybe at one time.
Yeah.
You know,
he's not there anymore, but again, he still has skills and he still has a particular route combination and route tree that can really help this team. And
a little bigger body.
Yep. And you know, the other thing that a lot of people don't want to talk about, the dude doesn't drop passes. He dropped the one pass last year. compared to freaking Hill and Waddle, who dropped what? I think combined they dropped like 16 or 17 passes last year.
Buku.
So get it. Let's get it. I mean, love it.
Colin, talk to us, my man. What's popping? Shout out to the Magic. That was respectable.
What's up? Hey, what's up, fellas? Man, I'm out here. I'm headed to work right now, but hey, man, I think this was fucking a great performance, man. Like, there was only one series that went to Game 7, bro, so far, and the Magic took it there, bro. So we brought the business, you know. We still have room to improve, but, you know, we can't have one guy carry us, and that's why we fell apart. But, hey, man, whatever it is. But,
hey, Colin, hey, real quick, because I tuned in today, and I really have not tuned in. I've not watched the Magic at all, but what guy has been carrying you? Number 20?
Number 5, bro.
Number 5?
Yeah.
I was about to say, from what I saw, I thought number 4 and number 5 sucked. I thought they played like shit. I thought they're not the answer.
Yeah, no, Banchero averaged 29
especially
points,
number 4.
29 points in his in all of the 7 games, you know. So I mean, he really went off, man.
5? That's number 5.
Yeah, he had 36 points even in Game 7, but
okay,
he's the only one that really turned it up.
Number 4 could be garbage.
Yeah, that's Jalen Suggs, man. He's pretty good. He's just mainly a defensive guy, but these guys are all young, bro. But hey, bro.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to upgrade. I didn't like number 4. I like number 20.
I saw you putting the O's up for Orlando in the comments, bro. Keeping it real.
The O's up for Orlando, baby.
Bro, hey, yes, sir.
Amicus in the building.
Amicus, what's up, bro?
Shit. Things are about to get interesting.
Man, he's been quiet since the Lakers got 4-1.
How do you drop a 15-point lead in Game 7? All you did, Colin, was talk about Banchero. He played more like Bichiro in the fourth quarter. Couldn't even bring a team to the next round after having a 15-point fucking lead.
Hey, I mean, LeBron just did the same thing. They were up by 20. So what happened there?
You got to close the deal. The Magic couldn't close the deal, Colin. You raved about this team, and they let you down. They let Orlando down. They let Florida down. You should be ashamed of the Magic.
No, I'm not ashamed. This is the best season I've ever seen. And with expectations heading into the year as a Magic fan, shit, I didn't think we were even going to – or no, I wanted us to make the playoffs.
It doesn't bother you that they choked away a 15-point lead?
No, it does. But it was on the road, man. I knew we were going to –
That number 45 – that number 45 for Cleveland is the real deal.
Yeah, at home, bro. We would have beat them if we would have had the higher seed, bro. Because they had home. We were undefeated at home just like they were. We lost game fucking 5 by 1 point on the road, and that's why we lost.
That guy scored 60 points the game before and like 45 points today.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of him, but he went to Louisville. Imagine that.
No, Donovan Mitchell, he's been to the playoffs a few times already.
Donovan Mitchell, yeah.
Yeah, but he's already been to the playoffs, man. The dude's not a rookie. He's already like his 5th or 6th year.
Oh, no, I'm saying he's a fucking beast, dude. He fucking dominated y'all.
Well, he dropped 50 points in Game 6, but they lost, but he dropped 50.
That guy's a dog.
Yeah.
You know, I rarely watch NBA. I tuned in on that game today. I tuned in right when they got that delay of game there in the fourth quarter or something, and that was on that dumbass number 4 for the Magic.
Well, you heard what Donovan said after the game, right? They asked him about his 39-point performance, and he said, "I'm just tired of losing. I wasn't going to let us lose." So that's that dog you're talking about. That's what Bitch Hero don't have. And I know he's young, but the Magic's a young team. They don't have that dog in them. And it was a 27-point swing.
Bro,
your team in a Game 7. In a Game 7, 27-point swing, Colin.
That guy
it was on the road.
Donovan Mitchell is a dog.
That's how it goes on the road in the playoffs, man. What happened?
Yeah,
to
but
the
you
Dolphins
talked
on the
all
road?
that shit about the
What happened
Magic
to us on
and
the road? What happened to the Dolphins
let
on
me
the
tell you
road?
the magic show that they performed. They fucking
So
disappeared in the fourth quarter. That's the only magic show they performed.
no,
I didn't see a
that's
dog on the
funny, but that's
Magic. I'll
not.
say that.
What'd you say,
I did not see a dog on the Magic. If number
bro?
5 the only
Bro,
dog on the
36.
Magic, that's
Yeah,
a problem.
36 points isn't a dog for you, bro. As a rookie, 36 points, and he averaged 28 points per game in the playoffs, bro. That's
The
not a dog.
Orlando Disappearing Act. That should be their name.
I
No,
mean,
bro. It's called we didn't show up on the road, just like fucking majority teams didn't, and that's why a lot of these teams are losing. So it's the same thing with the Magic. Other than we have a young team that's very
Yeah,
talented, just like OKC
they
and
got the right
Timberwolves.
name,
So
Magic. Disappearing Act. That's the magic.
no,
the
the
Magic need a like a point guard. They have those 2 white dudes out there, which neither one of them could shoot for shit.
Yeah, for that game, for the game 7,
You know,
bro.
they
That's
need
what
like
happens to
they
them
need
on
a
the road.
point guard and a big man. Like their roster's jacked up.
Hey, listen, Bichiro, he had like 25 points in the first half, right? And then he just vanished. There's some magic for you. He vanished.
No, the reason we lost is because
Abracadabra.
Franz Wagner didn't play good this game, bro. And that was the only reason we lost, to be honest, because that was what Ben Carroll was carrying us. But usually one other guy will step
It
up. No
looked
one
like
else
the
was
Magic
stepping up.
didn't even have a point guard.
Yes, Bleezy. That's because that's what happens to a young team whenever they feel pressured and they're already down. Once they gave up the comeback, they're fucked, bro. So that's just what happens with a young
They
team.
don't have a point guard. How do you not have a point guard?
They do. Jalen Suggs, number 4, is a good point guard, bro.
Oh my god! If number 4 is your point
and they have
guard,
and number 50, Cole Anthony is pretty good, man.
Hey,
I like number 20.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you, Colin. If it wasn't for all your shit talking about the fucking Magic, I think everybody on the panel would be like, man, you know, they overachieved. Good young team. Banchero, he's going to be awesome in the next few years. But you just talk so much shit about this sorry-ass team that disappeared and vanished in the fourth quarter.
I call it like I see it. And I turned it on today in the third quarter, and I watched the entire rest of the game.
I'm glad you did that, Bleezy, because now every other time, now next year when the Magic play, you're going to say, damn, man, that's my team right there. You're going to say, man, I can't wait.
Ain't nobody going to say that.
Yes, bro.
I thought number 4 is trash.
No,
I was like, number 4 is garbage. Number 5 is garbage. I like number 20. Who is he?
That's Markelle Fultz.
Markelle Fultz, the 76er that forgot how to shoot and he had to get therapy.
I liked him. I thought he was the best player they had.
Oh my God, Markelle Fultz. Bro, Markelle Fultz forgot how to play basketball. He was the number 1 pick to the 76ers many years ago.
I didn't say anything about Markelle Fultz, but hey, man, he's all right. I like him. He's all right. I know he's from. I know
he
we got
the best shooter.
He
was the only one that was scoring points in the fourth quarter.
I mean, bro, it doesn't. At the end of the day, man, fucking none. My team is the only team that forced a game 7. Any other team that y'all like did not force a game 7 and
against the Cavaliers, the shitty Cavaliers.
We fought and got the 5th versus 4th battle. The Heat sucked and had to face number 1 because they were number 8.
Bro, they played the Celtics. I'm not a Heat fan, but they played the best one.
And not only did they play the fucking Celtics, but our starter in Rozier was out the final month and a half of the season. Jimmy Butler gets injured during a play-in game that had we won said play-in again, and again, had we won that fucking game, your ass would have been the fucking 7th seed and the Heat would have been the 6th seed.
Because we beat Milwaukee Bucks and didn't choke in the last game. Like y'all.
And again, we have 2 starters that didn't play. Again, we had 2 starters who didn't play against the best team in the Eastern Conference, and we still fucking stole a game from them at home, mind you, without our 2 fucking starters. You had a healthy fucking roster, and you lost to the fucking Cavs.
Why did you
Yeah,
have
the
to play
fuck
the?
Yeah, Colin,
did
you
you have
don't
to
have
play the
a voice in.
Pelicans?
Hold on, Colin.
Why did you have to play the?
CT's right,
And
bro.
Amicus, why did you have to play the Denver
We
Nuggets?
played
Oh
the
wait,
best team in the fucking NBA.
no,
The
no,
reigning NBA
because
champion Denver
no,
Nuggets. What
your
the
team
fuck
was
you
the
talking
sixth
about?
seed. Your team was the sixth seed because they sucked and had to play the third seed. Yeah, I even know the West Side. I even know how
Bro,
the West
you had a
goes.
15-point lead in Game 7 against the shitty Cleveland Cavaliers, and you fucking choked it up. The
Hey,
Man,
it's
can
magic
you
just
say
like
disappeared. You vanished.
can you say those two
it's
words
just
again?
like the
Game
fucking
7.
Lightning when you came out and talked shit
Game
about the
7.
Lightning sweeping the Panthers, and your ass almost got fucking swept by the shitty ass Panthers.
Game 7, man. That's the only two words I got, and neither of y'all teams could force it. Bleezy's team forced a Game 7 because he likes the Magic, man. So
Bro,
it is
the
what it
Heat
is,
were
bro.
down Jimmy Butler playing the second best team in the
Hey,
NBA.
No,
And
but
my
you're not
team played
understanding.
the
Why did
reigning
Jimmy
NBA
Butler get hurt?
champions.
Why did Jimmy Butler get hurt?
Stop
Because
it.
he had to play in the play-in tournament.
Stop
Why
it.
did they have to play in the play-in tournament? Because they were trash, and the Magic played better than them the whole regular season,
And this is
and won the
why,
whole season,
again,
bro.
you don't fucking
Yeah.
watch anybody else except Orlando. Because again, we were missing Bam as well as fucking Jimmy Butler early in the year and Tyler Hero earlier in the year, and we fucking lost our starter and
Oh man, now you're crying about
Rios.
injuries, bro. I don't
No,
care.
I'm saying, but you're saying that we're a shitty fucking team
Yeah, I
because we
am.
were injured. Well, then guess what? Then the
Because you were
Dolphins
the
are a
eighth seed.
shitty team. Then the Dolphins are a shitty team if that's your fucking logic.
Well, hey, the Dolphins did the same thing. Fell at the end of the regular season and had to play on the road and had a fucked playoff game on the road and lost, man. So hey, the Magic
Because of
actually
injuries? Because of injuries?
won and forced Game 7 and ended up losing on the road. But if it was at home, I guarantee you, O Town would have been fucking popping like me, like popping like a fucking. Bro, don't worry about it. But it would have been a party
Yeah.
in Orlando if
Yeah.
fucking that shit was at home. And so don't worry about us,
So
man. Just
now
know
it's
next
Cinco de
season.
Mayo. They lost, and now all the fucking Magic fans are out getting drunk, acting stupid,
No, the Magic
drowning their
fans are.
fucking sorrows away
No, we're proud of this team.
because they lost to the shitty ass Cavs.
Bro, the Cavs aren't shitty. Why were they the 4th seed? God damn.
Well, the whole
4
Eastern
versus 6.
Conference is shitty except for the Celtics.
No, you're just saying that because you like the
all
fucking
right.
Lakers.
Do we need to
All
get
right.
this back to football?
Yeah, let's hop off giving him some shit. All the whole point of it, Colin. Long story short was, hey, it's cool to be proud of your teams. That's
Yeah,
fine,
bro.
but you can't count your chickens before they hatch. That's all.
Hey,
Don't come
Colin,
out talking
throw
shit.
that
That's
up.
all.
I said it was Magic in 7 once they were down 2-0 in the series, bro. So how's that, bro? Come on now.
Colin, throw that up for Orlando.
It was
I'm holding my
talking
bike.
Throw
shit.
that
I
up.
would though, but I'm holding my butt. See, bro, I always throw up the O's for Orlando.
Yeah, man. Nah, you were talking shit about the Lightning sweeping the Panthers, and then
Yeah,
you were
and I
talking
took that.
shit about how the Magic were gonna whoop that ass, and then when they were down 2-0 or 0-2, yes, you did say Magic in 7, which again, you guys got close. I give you credit for that. My whole point was you can't fucking talk shit too early. That's all.
Yeah, because when you were up by 15, Colin, I was thinking to myself, like, damn, man, they're going to pull this shit off. Good for them. And then
They
you
blew
fucking
that.
vanished.
They blew that lead. That's brutal. In a
Man,
game
talking
7.
about blowing the lead. How about the Rays winning today in the bottom of the 9th, down by 1 run, 2 outs,
Oh,
2
my
strikes,
God.
man?
He's got
Come
to
on.
switch it up to one
Come
of the
on, man.
teams that
Wait,
won.
Who was the guy we hit that homer?
Rays.
Who was the guy we hit the homer off? Edwin Diaz. What is that trumpet song? Dun 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 dun. That fuck. I don't know
Okay,
the name,
shout
but
out
it's a
to the
trumpet song,
Rays.
bro. So Rays walked it off game winner in the 10th inning, man. So hey, don't worry
All
about.
right,
We're
shout
still
out
coming
to
up
the
with a win
Rays.
today. Yeah. We're coming off with the win today. It could have been 2 losses, and it would have been a tough day as I'm heading to work. But we still came out with the W today, so we're 1-1 on the day. So
What
hey,
about the Marlins? What are they doing right
Marlins,
now?
I think they won. They beat the A's today, so Marlins
Did
fans,
they?
they could be happy too.
Y'all
It was
lost
12-3, I think.
Y'all lost the batting champion from last year. He went to the Padres, and the Marlins are toast, bro.
Yeah, but what about the
Marlins
Rays'
won
new uniform?
12-3 today at Oakland.
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah.
Shout out to the Marlins. Let's go.
But they have the worst record in the majors.
No, now it's the White Sox.
Yeah, they're trending up though. Look out for them.
White Sox only have 8 wins.
Trending up.
Hey, now Bleezy's starting to fucking sound like Colin.
Yeah, he is.
Nice.
Yeah, he is.
That's what I'm liking, bro. Is the baseball is always a good vibe.
Trending up.
Oh man, he got a shitty team, but he got to talk him up, baby. But let's get it.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to ask y'all this. So, did you guys see, especially Amicus, the new image on the thumbnail of the Dolphin with the Jet or the Bills fan? Did you guys check that out?
Mm-mm.
No, I didn't check that out.
Can you show it? Can we show it?
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Let me do this. Do.
And CT, while you're doing that, at some point I'd like to talk about our move because I know y'all. I know he caught 4 catches for y'all all of last year, Chase Claypool, but I want to get into that as well.
Absolutely. I found this today. I thought it was pretty fucking cool, man. I like it.
Yeah, okay. That's a good one.
It's a lie. Yeah, it's cool, but it's a lie. I mean, we own the fucking Dolphins, so I don't know how.
Hey, don't worry about it, because you know what fucking Dolphins do well too is fuck, and they'll give Josh Allen a thing or two.
That was O.J. Simpson.
Right there.
Bro, I think we got everyone nervous now that we got OBJ, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think the Jet fans are realizing it. No, I'm serious, bro. Like, because the Jets, they're always so hyped about their off-season moves, and now, like, you know what I mean? We secured us a third guy, wide receiver 3, and we got the 2 guys in the draft that would be nice wide receiver 3s, but we just got us one for right now. So we're literally about to fucking dunk on these teams.
What's up, Canes?
Let's go, Canes. Happy Cinco de Mayo, brother.
Yes, sir, Canes.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, I think these teams are a little more nervous now that they see the Dolphins have the big 3 wide receivers.
Nobody's scared of that one catch wonder.
No,
OBJ.
I saw Bleacher Report. Shout out to Bleacher Report. I saw them posting
one
that
catch
shit
wonder
all over, and that shit's already got over 1 million likes. People are loving.
What are you talking about?
One catch Dolphins
wonder.
He's a one catch wonder, Bleezy.
No, all he's worried about is the fucking.
No, listen. He's more famous for like club videos with Justin Bieber and sniffing cocaine off of strippers than he is catching football.
Shit. The man, the myth, the legend is in. Spidey Jet is in the building with his fucking favorite little name there. It says the magic suck donkey dick.
Damn.
So what about the magic, bro? What's up with your magic?
All right, hey, we already beat the shit out of him. We'll give you 30 seconds, Irvin. Get him. You got 30 seconds.
Irvin, vanished.
What happened to the defending?
Amicus, give him his 30 seconds so we can move the fuck on.
So what happened to the defending Southeast champions, huh? What happened to them what happened to the Southeast Division champs? What happened to the 5th seed?
They blew that lead.
They didn't show up.
They
didn't show up. Much like Justin Herbert in the playoffs, they didn't show up.
Oh shit.
Hey, Spidey, real quick. The Orlando Magic, the only magic they did was vanish, baby. They vanished.
That's it. They couldn't pull no rabbits out of no hat in this fucking game.
You got 10 seconds, Irvin. Get it out. Get the rest of it out.
We're still the best fucking team in the East. Miami Heat run Florida. That's all I gotta say.
All right. Now, all right. Back to football and OBJ.
I got to respond.
All right. You got 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Man, I just want to say for all the Magic fans out there, fucking we're going to keep that same energy heading into next year. And, let's bring that fucking trophy back to O-Town where it belongs.
Throw up the O's.
Yes,
right.
Hey, you can have them if you want. You can rent one.
Spidey said, look, he only used 15 seconds. Can I use the other 15 seconds to fucking keep talking shit?
There you go.
But no, all right. So we're talking a bit about adding OBJ, and I do like the dynamic. I do think that, again, it does put a lot of pressure on the supposed defense-heavy teams like the Jets. I think that it's another weapon added that, no, he's not like he was back in 2016 and 17, but he still has a skill set and a route tree that can really help this team. And it adds a different dynamic. And I think that him being a bigger bodied guy gives us a better threat in the red zone. We added Jonnu Smith, who has size in the red zone. And again, we talked about it. Fucking Spidey and I talked for what, like 2-3 hours last night. We were getting in on the fucking Dolphin shit. And I think it's a good move. We really do. We have, another drafting right. You got A-Chain, you got Mostert. If you can get a starting right guard, you can get the run game going. You can allow Tua to have a big-bodied guy, even though all the haters, he can't throw outside the numbers and he can't throw underneath. But yet that's all he ever did again when Flores was coach. So now you guys are saying, oh, well, magically he forgot how to do that, even though they said that's all he knew how to do and that he didn't know how to throw over the middle or deep down the field. Then he starts throwing deep over the middle or deep down the field and over the middle. And now all of a sudden the haters want to circle back to he doesn't know how to check the ball down and he doesn't know how to throw outside the numbers, or he doesn't have the arm to throw outside the numbers, or we're going to get into this stupid ass, he's a spot thrower, even though Kurt Warner has killed that fucking narrative because every quarterback's a spot thrower. In man coverage, you want to lead the guy away from the fucking defender. In zone, you want to throw it to the window. Every fucking quarterback should be a spot thrower, but you got guys like Josh Allen who are late on their fucking reads, and because they have the arm strength to fit shit in, people go, oh, you shouldn't be a spot thrower. You have to have the arm strength. Well, you wouldn't need the arm strength if you were actually fucking quick on your reads and knew what the fuck you were doing. You wouldn't have to fucking have the arm strength. Now, is it great to have the ability to run and the fact that, the 4 or 5 plays a game that the play breaks down and you're able to run and throw the ball? Well, if you throw the ball accurately, it's fucking worth it.
Yes, CT, because it takes a lot of skill to drop back 2 steps and throw a fucking ball 20 yards. Good job.
Hey, shout out to Canes.
To do it accurately is the problem.
I can do it 10 times in a row, CT, every day.
And again,
get the fuck out of here.
When they take away that first read, he just chucks it up.
Yeah, pretty much.
He'll try to force, and if his first read is taken away, he'll try to force it to the second read or just chuck it up, and that's where he gets his interceptions.
No, that's not what happens.
Hey, shout out to Kane. All I know is Dolphins have no excuse but to win a playoff win this year. And so
they didn't have any excuse last year, Belize.
They didn't have it. I mean, that's why it doubles down this year.
See, but I don't know. I said again, I didn't expect them to win a playoff game. I said that I wanted to get into the playoffs. I do think that we snuck in last year with the fact that somehow magically, despite, the multiple pick sixes that Skylar Thompson fucking threw to try to get, essentially, destroy our playoff chances. But I expected to get to the playoffs. I wanted to fucking playoff win, but I said that's not likely. Again, we've had this conversation multiple times of, everybody wants to sit here and talk shit again about Tua. The dude has played 1 playoff game, and it happened to be in fucking frigid fucking temperatures.
Oh my God.
If you want to rewind the clock, we should have beat Buffalo, and we would have had fucking home field advantage through the whole.
You choke at home, CT, at home.
And the thing is again, if you remember, not that Amicus does because he's blinded by his love for Josh Allen. What about the fact that Chase Claypool
Wait a
had
minute.
the touchdown
Didn't you guys get it? Didn't you guys
in the
get
end
beat at home
zone?
against the fucking Chiefs? Get the fuck out of here. Anyways,
But
what were we saying, CT?
yeah, no, but I was saying that literally we have a 3rd and 2. Tua puts a perfect pass in the end zone for Chase Claypool for the touchdown and the lead, and Claypool drops it. But
That was against the
again,
Ravens?
say it again.
What game was that?
Buffalo.
He dropped the touchdown in the end zone. I don't remember that. Oh, I
don't remember that either.
I know. I don't remember that shit. I think
They
that
were
was the Ravens. He fucking
maybe
dropped
it was a first down. It was something about because I was reading the fucking article last night.
There's
Remember
your
when we were
articles
talking
again from
about it?
fucking third world countries. You got to stop that Yahoo
I
Mail
know.
shit.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, but no, Chase Claypool did run the bro. He did fucking run. He rounded off the fucking route. Like he ran that fucking I don't know what he was trying to do. It looked like he was trying to run a corner or some fucking out route, and he fucking rounded the hell of that route on that last play in that game, bro. That shit was fucking nightmarish, and allowed the safety to undercut the route.
And we talked about it. We talked about
Not
it
the best read by
at
Tua, but
length
still.
last night, Irving. We talked
What?
about it at length about people don't understand the fact that that first series in the Kansas City game,
Right.
how Andy Reid essentially told Patrick Mahomes, look, go gauge the wind. Even if we go 3 and out, and guess what? They went 3 straight passes. The first pass was like 8 yards short. It just dove into the fucking dirt. The next one, it was a corner route to Kelsey, and Patrick or Mahomes threw it, and it was up like 10 feet out of bounds. And then the third one, they did an out route that he could have picked up the first down on, and he threw it, and it I don't even remember what the fuck happened to it, but it went all over the fucking place. And then all of a sudden you turn around, okay, the Dolphins defense, they had a 3 and out. How great were they? Bro, the ball was flying all over the fucking place. And then you get 2 first downs, Miami does, and then the very first pass of the game, you're expecting Tua to run a fucking levels concept on the left side with not testing the wind at all and ask him to do a pinpoint pass in fucking 30 fucking mile an hour winds. That's a fucking Mike McDaniel stupidity thing right there.
Yeah, because it was a layered in that play where he threw the interception. It was because he had the center like Eichenberg fucking like collapsed into his lap, right? He was being pushed into Tua's lap, and I guess Tua couldn't fucking see the throw. He couldn't see Waddle, and he happened to throw high over the middle, and I think Waddle tipped it and it got picked off.
Waddle didn't tip it. Waddle didn't tip it at all. When
he didn't, right? I'm just going by memory, bro.
It looked like it was going right to Waddle, and then you could see the wind just push that bitch right over Waddle's head.
Like, why are you doing these like layered?
Right there.
Yeah, exactly. And like, why are you doing these layered like levels, like fucking high low concepts in this fucking type of weather, dude? Like,
Right.
But even if you do, you gotta fucking let the fucking dude throw the ball to gauge the wind. And I think that's the difference between an Andy Reid and a Mike McDaniel.
Yeah, but if you saw the difference between Tua in the first half, right? Like you see that some of the balls kind of like sailed on him a little bit, right? And then he started to get used to the gusts and stuff, and he started delivering in the fourth quarter, he started delivering throws outside the numbers, like especially on critical 4th downs and stuff to Cedric Wilson. So Tyreek Hill dropped one of them. One sailed on Waddle, it overthrew him because of the wind. But he was making plays. You know what I mean? He was just dropping back and just delivering dimes. So, of course, they play with a little bit more. They play with a little bit more urgency. You know.
There's something about McDaniel's play calling towards the end of the year last year where
this is what the Magic looked like. That's what the Cavaliers did right now. The Magic.
Damn.
Oh shit.
The McDaniel's play calling fell off a cliff. To put a long story short, that's what I felt like. I felt like he ran out of talent.
But
He couldn't
Bleezy,
figure out what to do.
and it's not just that. I don't think it was just not only were your weapons, suffering from, lower extremity injury, like really high degree lower extremity injuries. You're not running the ball in between the tackles. That was those were plays that were working for the Dolphins. Whenever they were running the inside zone, they were gaining net, positive net yards. You know what I mean, on the ground, and then just they started getting away from that. And then whenever they had third and short, they were fucking doing behind the back screen calls, bro. And the blocking was shitty on one of them to Raheem Mostert, and I know Tua kind of alligator armed that throw a little bit, but Raheem Mostert dropped it, and then even if you would have got the ball and ran forward, like the blocking was up front was not good. You know what I mean? And then the other one was like on the opposite side to the left side. That was more Tua's fault. Like if Tua just would have thrown it with a little bit more juice. Because I guess I don't know why he wasn't like just throwing that shit on the rope in that wing. He would have been gone for a big gain. You know what I mean? But it's like, bro, just run it. Just run it up the middle. Do a halfback ISO play. Do a fucking trap play or something. Like just inside zone, whatever, to get you those tough yards. And just
if you saw the HBO,
just overthinks like simple stuff. My bad. Go ahead, Bleezy.
If you saw the HBO special when they were showing the KC game, our receivers were getting crushed. Fuck the weather. It didn't matter. McDaniels was calling short passes, and they were all over it, man.
Nah, and Snead was like, and Snead, I think it was Snead, right? Ladarius Snead. Snead was all over fucking Tyreek Hill. He was fucking getting knocking him, like dragging him to the ground and press coverage, bro. Like it was fucking crazy.
They're crushing our guys, and it seemed like McDaniel didn't know what to do. That's
right. And we were talking about me. Yeah, me CT. We were talking about a play that was working for Miami against Buffalo, and they just started getting the fuck away from it. What was it, CT? You remember?
He's probably fucking taking a piss. But you're saying that he got away from one with Buffalo like that?
Yeah, I think it was like they were in shotgun formation, and then they were running a play action like
it
run
was
fake.
it was they were in shotgun. They had two wide receivers on the right, solo wide receiver on the left, tight end on the left, and they had two running backs. So they would fake the inside zone going to the left, and then Tua would turn around and pitch the ball to the running back on the left who is running to the right. It's that like fake inside, but then he turned around like backward outside and tossed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the shit worked 3 times in a row. We killed them in the first half on it. But then the second half comes out and they're like, bro, I got you. I've seen this play now. Like, keep fucking running it. That's fine. And then every time we ran that in the second half, we got blew up for like a 5-6 yard loss. And it's like on Mike McDaniel, bro, you got to have an adjustment for their adjustment. Like you can't assume that fucking play is going to continue to fucking work.
Yeah, and that was the same problem that Mike McDaniel had, because Mike McDaniel is like one of the worst coaches when it comes to like making in-game adjustments, right? Like we point out the game against the Chargers, right, when supposedly, the former Chargers coach, I forgot, it was the former DC for the Rams. You remember CT?
Anthony Lynn.
No, not that one. The one after that. He used to be the outside linebackers coach for the Denver Broncos, and he used to be the DC for the Chargers. We were interviewing him this year. God dang it.
I don't remember.
Anyways, doesn't matter. The point is, when that coach, thought he had figured out our offense, remember that he supposedly gave everybody the blueprint how to stop our highly potent offense and shit like that. And, they were using they were jamming our receivers. They were dropping their linebackers back 10 to 12 yards. They were playing cover 2. Sometimes they were playing robber or whatever. They were using bump and run to reroute our receivers and shit, you know, to disrupt the timing and rhythm of our offense. And then Mike McDaniel came, just worked. It looked like he worked all fucking offseason, just like from December, from that loss all the way to the fucking first game, week 1. And he started throwing counters, right? Like he started motioning fucking Tyreek Hill with the cheat motion, where he's not running it a jet motion. It's like a fucking, he lines up as a fucking like off ball tight end, and he just runs a wheel route, right? He just motions and then runs the wheel route, or he'll run an in-breaking route. He'll pretend he runs vertical, and then he runs the in-breaking route and shit, you know, stuff like that, right? Motioning, you know, guys, you know, doing jet motions. They lessen the amount of times that they were doing play action fakes and shit to get the ball quickly out of Tua's hands. And it's like, that's what he does best, right? He plans when he has a whole week of preparation to prepare for a fucking game, right? Every Sunday, he'll you know, all that time that he has to watch film and then create a game plan based on the film that he watches of the other opponent, of the upcoming opponent. He'll have time to fucking, you know, come up with the most creative game plan, right? Innovative game plan. But when it comes to like when defenses find out, like when defenses figure him out in the first half, he doesn't have a counter punch, right? He doesn't have a counter attack to counter their counter. You know what I mean? So it's like fucking crazy, bro. And I don't understand that. There was another play too, right, CT, that we talked about?
Yes, this one. So, yes, I know it's a fucking crude drawing. Yeah, it's crude fucking drawing. But it kind of fucking, hold on. Why is it fucking cut off? It should be complete. Why is it fucking cut
thank
off?
God.
Hey, look, fuck you. I was using the new fucking pen on the phone trying to fucking figure out how to do it. Now, again, you got the in the fucking aqua, you got the fucking routes and the receivers, right? Now,
yeah,
we were talking about
more like bunch, but go ahead. My bad, CT. Explain. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're fine. And we were talking about how even Kurt Warner was talking about the interceptions of Tua, especially the pick 6. I forgot which game it was, but asking Tua to throw a check down across his body instead of in the direction his body is. Now, it's a little confusing, but again, you have your initial read, which the reads are the little cones in green. So the first read is, again, you got the deep out and the cross coming across his face. That either one, depending on if the corner stays outside and plays the out route, if the corner tries to come inside to the slant, or if the slot corner wants to drop with the go route. You, depending on how they're defending that, you have an open receiver somewhere. Now, the thing is if you guys notice in red, the green guy at the bottom is Tua. Obviously, the red line going vertically is his shoulder level and his angle. He's looking toward the left sideline, so he can slightly move his head to the right and see the first read. Now, if that read's not there, at the 2A cone to the right, he has to turn, and that's what the red arrow is. He has to turn his entire body to the right, reset his feet, and then throw the ball. Whereas if McDaniel would scheme across his body, but if McDaniel would find a way to scheme a check down on Tua's throwing hand side, he doesn't have to change his entire shoulders. He doesn't have to change his base or anything. He could just flick the ball out to the left.
Guys,
it takes away from that need.
Exactly.
Hey, great breakdown, but everybody welcome James to the building.
What is going on, James? It's been a long time. What the hell is going on, brother?
James, you're on mute.
Yeah, you see it?
Talk to us, James. Where you at, bro?
Yeah, I really don't know why I haven't been. I don't know why it's been so long since the last time I came on here, but
That's all right, man.
It had. Well, we know why, because our old channel got shut down, James. YouTube shut our shit down. We had to come back on and create a different channel.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad to see you, man. How in the hell are you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm just, ready for football to be back. Enjoyed the draft, enjoyed spring ball for college football, but yeah, I'm just ready for the fall.
You ready for the
Good.
fall? Well, it's coming on strong. It's coming on strong.
Yeah.
We know you're a Saints fan, but the thing about James is he kind of, I think he likes the Dolphins. I don't know, he may or may not like them, but he keeps up with them. He's got a great take on the Dolphins, man. Normally he does.
Yeah, he's a Saints fan, an LSU fan, obviously. He's the one that had. Remember, Bleezy, he had all the badass helmets, bro. All the little mini helmets. Yeah.
Hey, so James, how do you feel that we got a former LSU Tiger great on the Dolphins and Odell Beckham Jr.? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I saw that the other day, and also I remember when you had his former teammate a few years ago. You had Jarvis
Landry. Yep. Yeah, he was our former second-round pick. He played for us, gave us 4 great years, man. Pro Bowl, set records. Yeah, he was great.
Hey, that kind of fucking just hit me. Imagine if we could get Landry out of retirement to come play with OBJ.
He's still playing, right? Yeah, he's still playing. He's just a free agent.
He was not playing last year. He was out of football last year.
He took last year off.
But he's not retired. He just took the year off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, bro. I'm not opposed to it. I would love for him to have a reunion here, retire as a Fin.
He is not coming back after the way shit happened when he left.
Yeah. Well, you can blame someone, right, CT?
Tannenbaum. Fucking Mike Tannenbaum.
Let's get James's take on OBJ coming to the Dolphins.
Yeah. I want to hear him. Yeah. Right.
I mean, you already had some really good receivers. I think he can.
Sounds like he's not impressed.
But yeah, I think it's a good addition, and he'll bring a solid receiver. Had a solid year last year in Baltimore.
You think he'll be our wide receiver 3?
Well, obviously, you know who the top 2 are, but yeah, I think he could be. Yeah, he's still got it. I mean, so yeah, I think
he's got to beat out Braylon Sanders. James, you remember Braylon Sanders from Ole Miss, don't you?
Yeah.
He spanked y'all's ass and fucking the
Braylon Sanders. Oh, he's on the practice squad, right? He's under.
Yeah, he's back.
We have him on a futures contract. Yeah,
he's fighting for OBJ's position. They're paying OBJ too much money.
Too much
I got a
money.
feeling Braylon Sanders is about to get traded. What do you think about that, James?
I don't really have much of a thought on that.
Yep, I was gonna say the same thing.
Me and Spidey talked about this last night too. Like, bro, we talked for almost 2 or 3 hours, and bro, we covered the whole fucking spectrum, dude. Like, here's the thing with the OBJ signing. It's a great signing for the immediate. However, it also kind of stunts the growth of Malik and Taj Washington. However, if it can work out well to our advantage of saying you got Tyreek, you got Waddle, and you got OBJ to learn from, then maybe, when OBJ, obviously it's a 1-year contract, he's not going to be back. So maybe you get some benefit leadership wise. Now, we've heard that he's a locker room cancer, but maybe he's matured as he's aged. There's so many intricacies to this signing, but I like the fact that he has a route tree and a skill set that can help the Dolphins right now. Why the hell not?
And he runs a lot of the routes that Mike McDaniel likes, like the in-breaking routes or digs, the slants, the crossing routes. Like those are some of the favorite routes that he loves to run. Like, and he's got the versatility to play outside, which mostly he's going to play boundary here, but you can also put him in the slot and create mismatches. And he's still got enough speed to threaten you vertically, and push the defense right downfield and force the defense to cover too high, and
now let's clarify that though, Irvin. He'll play the boundary at times in a 3 wide receiver set, but he's not taking Hill or Waddle off the field. That's not happening.
Not. But if you play, he allows you to play more like 3 wide receiver sets or go empty more, and he's gonna use his speed to open up, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle or other guys underneath. You know what I mean? Or you could do vice versa. And he's still got the, like I said, he's got the speed to threaten you vertically, and he's got good yards after the catch. Like he could take a slant and to his accuracy and anticipation, he hits him in stride and he's gone. Like he's got the yak ability to be a home run threat, and
he's probably going to be our number 3.
Hey, he gives you. And on the boundary, go ahead, James. Go ahead. I'll explain later.
Well, hold on. Not to cut you off, Spotty. James keeps up with the SEC. James, what do you think about this running back we got from Tennessee?
The who?
Jalen Wright. Jalen Wright.
Back from Tennessee.
Jalen. I thought you were talking about something else. Yeah, Jalen Wright had a really good year for Tennessee last year. I mean, he's explosive. I know you also have Devon A. Chain in that room.
Mostert.
Yeah. So I think that's a good addition.
Yep. No,
is he the real deal? Is he the real deal, James?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think he was one of the top rushers, maybe the top rusher in the SEC. I can't exactly remember, but he was definitely up there in SEC rushing leaders last year. So,
like James, do you think he could take over as our running back 1?
I mean, he has the potential to in the future. I don't know if he will, but he's definitely got some upside.
Well, James, can I kind of piggyback back of what you said about Wright? I think he averaged 7.3 yards per carry, which was the most among all college football running backs.
Yeah,
among the Power 5 schools, and he was one of the highest grade running backs too, and he is like what do you call it? He's a 3-down running back. Of course, with his ability to pass block, it allows him to be a 3-down running back, right? And he can line up outside as a receiver. He's got to work on his routes, like his route running, and on his ability to catch the football. But he's got decent. But he's like he's very traditional.
I don't agree. They've been talking about how, bro, he's fluid as a wide receiver. His hands are good. That he doesn't slow down or change his angle. He has great body control. That he can catch the ball, and he can pass block. He can pass protect. Now, the one thing that they did say that he needed to learn was that in Tennessee they used him in a lot of off the ball screens. Like they line him up outside in the slot. And I think that's where they were saying, like, route running wise, he needs to improve. but his ability to catch is not in question.
No, I definitely heard his route running needs development, but he could definitely pass block. He's more of like a north south type of like traditional runner.
But he has that fucking
run,
8-year.
Yeah, but he does. Like Tennessee used to run like a lot of tackle trap, which is like a gap concept, and they used to run inside zone as well. And he was very patient to look for the hole to open, and then with his speed, he would just turn on the jets and just he was either gone for a big play or he usually end up scoring 6 points. But yeah, bro, the guy he could definitely run east to west as well. Like, don't question his ability to do that as well. But yeah, bro, when he's out in the second level, like he's got excellent like contact balance. Like he's got, he can bounce off tacklers. Like he's physical. He's tough to bring down. He's 210 pounds. He's definitely like to me, I think he's the complete package as a running back. He has a little bit of fumbleitis. Just got to work on that. But other than that, I think he's a steal for the Dolphins in the 4th round.
I agree, and I was just looking this up. In 2023, he was all SEC. He led all FBS running backs in yards per average. He was second among all players in Heisman voting behind Jaden Daniels. They also he was ranked second in the SEC with a minimum of 100 attempts with 1,013 yards in the SEC. So he was second in that. He produced 6 100-yard rushing games, 35 rushes of 10-plus yards, which was second among SEC running backs. Yeah, man. I mean, he's pretty fucking good. And I mean, the last to the 4th round, that's kind of surprising. Like we said last night, Spidey, I'm shocked that he was available in the 4th round.
Yeah. He was. I mean, I agree. I think with Jalen Wright, he has to work on like lowering his pad level a little bit, right? When he runs, because he likes to play with that high pad level when he runs sometimes. But he's a very physical runner, bro. Like I like the way he runs, bro. He runs with so much power and speed. Like I feel like every time he touches the ball, he's gonna make a big play. And I think even if you go east and west, I think he has the patience, like especially on outside zone or wide zone plays, that he has the patience to wait for guys to, for the tackle lead, like the lead blocker from the tackle position, seal running lane, or the center guard to do a combo block or get to the second level. He has the patience to look for a hole for an alley to open, or just wait for the middle of the field to clear up. And he just jump cuts and just fucking turns on the jet and run, And
what I love, though, is they said that he also falls forward. That is something that I fucking love, is falling forward.
Yep. He does fall forward a lot.
Now, James, I know you're a huge Saints fan, and we're going to shift a little bit of gears. We've given our draft grades for the Dolphins. I'm kind of curious with you. We've had Jets fans on, Bills fans on. Give us your analysis of the Saints draft and give us a grade, and then give us some stuff that you think that they still need to address post-draft.
They went into the draft with just a giant need at offensive tackle, and they took the best. They took the best one available. There at pick 14. Multiple people gave that an A+ pick. I mean, it was the right pick, and potentially you have your franchise right tackle. I'm pretty sure that's where they're going to play him. So that's the right pick there at pick 14. And then in the second round, you went the Saints actually in the second round. They didn't go by need. They went best player available. They went with McKinstry, the DB from Alabama, who multiple people had a first round grade on. He fell all the way to, I think it was 41. And, now the Saints, I mean, one of the few bright spots on this roster is that DB room. It's looking really good. And then actually the Saints didn't have a third or fourth round pick.
Yep.
But they had a glut of fifth round picks. They had like 3 or 4 fifth round picks.
Yep.
And really the only intriguing one was Spencer Rattler.
Oh, don't start me on him. Oh, no. But go ahead, brother.
And I mean, I think it was good value. I mean, I don't think Spencer Rattler is going to turn into some great NFL quarterback, but he has upside, and multiple people thought he would go maybe in the third or fourth. He fell to the fifth, so just take a shot on him. You don't really got anything to lose. So, and then the rest of the picks were just kind of developmental, late round. So, I think it's a good draft. I think it's an A draft.
There you go.
The Saints still got a lot of needs on. Well, like their offensive line's still not that good. You still have your Ryan Ramczak's features up in the air. You whiffed on Trevor Penning from a couple years ago. He's been a giant bust. But Taloise Fuaga, the guy who they took at 14.
I love him. We wanted him. Fucking assholes.
Yeah. So he should fill a hole there. But obviously, you have a mediocre quarterback, middle of the road quarterback in Derek Carr. Because, I mean, he was not, for most of the year last year, he wasn't any good. Now he kind of stat padded those final few weeks against bad teams to make his numbers look better. So Derek Carr's not that good. Maybe he has a huge game 1 week, and then and then the next week he's terrible. It's just very frustrating most of the time with him. Your defense looks good, but you got a lot of aging players. Again, the secondary looks good. I'm not expecting much out of the Saints this year. I mean, they do play in one of the worst divisions in the NFL, and so anything can happen. But I'm not expecting much out of the Saints this year.
Oh, that's disheartening. I like the Kool-Aid pick. I like the Fuaga pick. We wanted Fuaga. I mean, we knew it wasn't realistic that he'd fall to us, but I love those picks. James, again, as a huge Gamecock alumni fan, I like what Spencer Rattler did for the university and the fact that, coming in, transferring in, knowing that Shane Beamer being his first year as head coach, we didn't expect much out of the team, but understanding that he came out and he played well in certain situations, but it's against SEC opponents. But at the same time, just like you said with Derek Carr, there are games that Spencer Rattler is on. And when he's on, it's fucking fantastic. But then there are other games where he's off and it is not good.
Yeah.
It is not good. And the scary part that you just brought up, though, is I've said this on this podcast multiple times. What really scares me about what you just said about your offensive line is really disconcerting for me, whether it's Derek Carr or Spencer Rattler, is the Gamecocks offensive line looked like the Dolphins offensive line of the last 3 or 4 years. And by that, I mean absolute trash. And that's when Spencer Rattler got himself in trouble. When he doesn't have time to sit back and survey the field, he likes to chuck shit up and play hero ball. And you can't do that in the NFL.
His accuracy is fucking terrible.
No, there are games where he is on, and then there are games where he is off.
Yeah, I think that is definitely accurate for 2022. I think he was a lot more consistent in 2023. He had an absolutely terrible offensive line. South Carolina had no running game. Now they did have Xavier Legette.
When he was healthy. When he was healthy.
So I
don't know. After watching that Xavier Legette tape, that dude is inaccurate, bro.
Yeah, and then the thing is there are times where he's on, and there are games where he's on, and there's games where he's off. But also, to James' point, absolutely. We had I can't remember his name now. We had the freaking rookie running back that was playing really well, and then he tore his ACL. And then after that, there was no run game. And if you're going to ask that offensive line to drop back 40, 50 times a game for Spencer Rattler, that's not a recipe for success.
James, what are you thinking about Derek Carr, man? How you feeling about him?
He done gave it to us while you were gone. But give it to him again, James. Give it to him again.
Real quick.
Yeah, I need to ask you a medical question real quick, but I'll let James finish.
He's just a middle of the road quarterback, and who, last year for most of the year he wasn't any good. Now late in the season, the Saints were playing like the Panthers and the Giants, and they were playing a bunch of bad teams. And then Derek Carr lit it up, had the stats, and when it mattered the most against the Rams.
Price is right.
Like Justin Herbert. Well, can they win that division? Can they win that division?
For 2024?
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible, but I wouldn't bet on it.
You wouldn't bet on it?
Yeah, no, you missed it. He gave a sad fucking State of the Union address for the Saints.
Oh, did he?
He said he does not expect much out of them. And the reason why, and you missed this, is they did draft Spencer Rattler. And I've gone on diatribes about Spencer Rattler. But one of the disconcerting things to me, which as a James fan, I feel bad for, is he said that they drafted Fuaga, who we wanted, which we knew realistically would be there, but we wanted the guy. But even he said that doesn't fix their O-line. They still have some major O-line issues. And just like we discussed when we broke down Rattler's film and we talked about him, whether it's Derek Carr or Rattler, apparently they're streaky quarterbacks. But number two, when they don't have good offensive lines, things start falling apart real quick, especially for Spencer Rattler.
James, is there a coaching problem down there?
Yeah, I think Dennis Allen, he's a amazing defensive coordinator. But he's just not that good of a head coach. Multiple people are, including me, are expecting this likely, unless they can turn it around, to be his last year.
Now,
Hey,
James, I want to hold on. I want to bring this up because this is relevant to Dolphins fans too. James, do you think that it's solely a coaching problem, or do you think that maybe it's a GM/scouting department problem? Because you got our old boy over there, Jeff Ireland.
Yeah. Yeah.
My
I think
question is, do
He's
you
their
think that
assistant
maybe
GM.
the GM and shit are part of the problem in there too?
I think there's a lot of problems.
Short answer is yes.
Um, so I think, yeah, Mickey Loomis has been our GM since who knows when. He's been there for a long time, and he has a great draft every once in a while, especially that 2017 draft with Kamara and Lattimore and Ramczyk and Marcus Williams, Trey Hendrickson. Hit, and then the next draft, they give up everything to trade up and get Marcus Davenport, and that went terribly. So he's, I like Mickey, but I think that there, and his approach for, the Saints are obviously in cap hell every offseason because of that, how Mickey restructures all the players' contracts. And, I think there's a lot of problems. I think a head coach is a big problem. I think Mickey's not, he's not perfect either. I think the Saints, I wouldn't be surprised if, they're far from the worst team in the NFL, but they're just also
right.
even further from being the best. They're just somewhere there in the middle. So they're just kind of stuck. I really don't know how to
Now,
evaluate.
I'll tell you the problem, James, is their coaches suck, man. Derek Carr's a good quarterback. He could be upper level if they had a better coach. I saw those coaches last year for the Saints. Those guys are trash.
Yeah, I mean, again, the head coach is, again, he's a really good defensive coordinator. He puts
Isn't
a
your
really good
offensive
defenses.
Yeah, isn't your offensive line kind of beat up too? Kind of older, right? Like
Yeah, our offensive
Louis,
line.
right? Your tackles are. I know. Well, you guys got
you
Fuaga,
got,
right? Yeah, that's a good pick.
Y'all came
yeah.
on. Didn't y'all win some games at the end of the year last year?
Yeah,
We
he
were
was just saying that. He said they were against shitty teams, though.
That's what I'm saying.
but we were 5-7, and then we played the Giants and the Panthers, and we won those, so we were 7-7, and then a game where if we would have won, on Thursday Night Football, we would have won. If we would have won, we would have been in the playoffs, would have won the division, and we got. It wasn't even that close. We lost to the Rams, but then we actually ended the season with 2 wins over the Bucks and Falcons, and finished 9-8. But it was just too little, too late.
Yeah. Now,
Okay,
hold on real quick, Bleezy. I wanted to bring this up real quick. I think that it was ironic that he just said that in comparison to Dolphins fans, a la Brian Flores, where Dennis Allen is a good DC, but he's not a good head coach. That's all. Go ahead, Bleezy. I just thought that was an interesting comment.
I think it was that Thursday night game he's talking about. When I was watching them, whoever they got beat by, the Saints, I was maybe it was another game earlier in the year, but I was like, this coach is absolutely garbage. I was like, he's got to go. But I think he turned it around a little bit and won some games. But that's your problem, James. That coach.
Brian Flores.
That's your problem.
Hey, CT.
Y'all figure it out. Hey, James, I'll bet you a po' boy that guy's fired by the end of the year.
I also think that
I'll bet you a jumbo shrimp.
Hey, we'll buy it for him anyway. We got to freaking remember Jeff
I
Ireland.
bet you a Cajun crawdad.
Hold on, Jeff Ireland is their vice president and assistant general manager. I want to buy him a poor boy and a freaking call for send him to a crawfish freaking thing. Like
at the top.
Cajun, right?
And
hey, my dad's from Baton Rouge, James. I have family in New Orleans. That's why I was wearing that Saints jersey that when I was a little kid. But James, the people live and die by the Saints down there. I know they do.
Yeah.
That's why we gotta buy him freaking tickets to Crawfish Broil every year that Jeff Ireland is still a part of that management team.
James, what are your thoughts on Jeff Ireland?
Jeff Ireland. Well, I know he's part of the. I'm just not too familiar with him. I think I heard he's part of the staff, or I'm just not too familiar with.
Yeah, no, he's your vice president of football operations, and he's your assistant general manager. And the reason we bring that up, James, is Jeff Ireland was the GM for Miami for quite a few seasons, including the season that we traded up to the number 2 pick to pick Deion Jordan. Okay. And Deion Jordan couldn't stop smoking weed to play fucking football games for Miami.
Yo, hey, CT, gotta talk to you about Jalen Wright.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I found an article by Dynasty. See what the author's name is. His name is Mike Jorant, right? And they said that one of his weaknesses, right, is a receiver, right? It says Wright's 30 career receptions across his 3 collegiate years limit his passing game expectations. While an able and willing pass blocker, he needs to improve his hands and route running abilities. Not being used much in the passing game shouldn't be used against Wright. 5 games of 2+ receptions speak well of his capabilities, but must be smoothed out, right?
Yeah.
Now, Dante, he does have to improve his pass.
Nah, you're cutting out.
Breaking up.
Hey, you're breaking up like fucking the Magic's ability to win a game.
Oh shit. Hey, so I'm gonna read. Let's see, real quick.
Amicus, the boy, back in the building. Go ahead, Irvin. Come on, damn it.
I think he's got a bad signal.
All right, what's going on, Amicus? Amicus back in the building. James back in the building. All these boys out here.
I appreciate you coming on tonight.
Yeah, we really do, James. You're actually one of the, well, I mean, other than the regulars that we have like contact with. First dude coming back from the old channel to support the new channel, and we truly appreciate it, man.
James,
hey, I got this second part here. There you go. I got it. It says here that the issue with
and you broke up again. Fuck.
Hold on. He's on the AOL.
He's got that magic signal, Amicus. He's got that Orlando magic signal.
That's 56K.
It works well until it gives out in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, James, we really appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
we really do.
Now, I gave James a shout out and asked him to come on. So I appreciate you being a good sport and coming on, James. We want you to keep coming back, bro.
Hell
James,
yeah,
especially as a Dolphins fan?
No, he's a Saints fan and an LSU fan, so he gives us again a different perspective.
He kind of likes the Dolphins.
Well, he likes the Dolphins, but again, he's a Saints fan.
Well, he can. I mean, it's a different conference.
He always has a good Dolphins take, which is good. You know.
And you missed a lot of it. He gave us his grade and his breakdown of the Saints draft, post-draft, their kind of State of the Union address, even though he's not so confident in their ability to win this year. I mean, like he said, he's not expecting a whole lot, but
well, remind me, who was the big draft pick for the Saints?
Fuaga in round 1.
Yeah.
They got Kool-Aid McKinstry in round 2. They didn't have a 3rd or 4th round pick, but this is where it's because Amicus, by the way, James, if you don't know, Amicus is also a Gamecock fan like I am. They drafted Spencer Rattler, Amicus.
Oh, yes, Spencer Rattler. That's who I was thinking of. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, James knows what's up. When I asked, I came in on one of James's chats because James has his YouTube channel. Tune in, subscribe to James's channel.
Yeah, James, give a shout out on the channel name, brother. Let them know where you're at.
Yeah, it's just my username is four natties. So I've been making a lot of videos.
Here, I'll put it in the here. I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Yeah, put it in the chat for everybody. Go over, like, and sub, man.
He calls it 4 natties because of LSU.
Yep. Hey, so CT, then continue.
Yeah, if you can ever fucking get your Orlando Magic signal to work.
Hey, get off the AOL, man. The 56K, that was 30 years ago.
So I already said that Jalen Wright's 30 career receptions across his collegiate years.
Yeah, all that. Get to where.
Okay, so the second part, right? So I said, let me see. All right, so it says here that the strong, of course, he's a 3-down running back because of his ability, because he has an above average ability to pass block, and he knows how to pick up blitzes and stuff like that, right? More than Achane and Mostert. The issue with Wright's lack of experience catching the football, right? That the issue is Wright's lack of experience catching the football. Wright has only had 28 career catches at Tennessee, and he's not an experienced route runner by any stretch. Dante Cullinelli saw what you said here, that he looks relatively comfortable catching screens, swings, and dump offs, but Achane is a much better receiving option at this stage. It's hard to imagine Wright taking those reps from Achane in year 1.
No, and I agree, and that's where I said last night that I think that if you leave Wright in the backfield and you have a 2 running back set with Achane, Mostert, or even Jeff Wilson, whoever, you leave Wright in the backfield for the pass protection ability, but also the running ability. But you can split out Achane or somebody else into the slot and create mismatches with the speed.
Yeah.
I just retweeted James' channel.
There you go. Hell yeah.
On Twitter.
Yeah.
For sure. At 4 natties, baby. At 4 natties.
We're going to blow you up, James. Let's go.
ACT, I wanted to ask you a medical question, but I don't know if I should wait till after the show.
No, hey, Spidey, none of that shit.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
all right.
Hold on, real quick.
I'll wait till after the show if it's any.
James, you still here?
Yeah.
What I wanted to hear your thoughts about I don't know, Tua. Do you think is he the real? Can he go deep in the playoffs?
He obviously has a great supporting cast. I
Go
think
tell the truth, James. Come on.
I don't think he's I don't think he's some superstar quarterback, but again, he has some very good weapons. So and he has some great games, and he's been a solid quarterback and has some really good games. But the Dolphins, they didn't they've had a pretty rough ends to the season the past couple years.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm really looking at for the Dolphins to finish the season strong. Get
Finish strong.
momentum.
That's what James
Momentum.
said. I went in on one of his shows and I said, James, what's up with the Dolphins? He's like, I didn't like the way they finished. They need to finish strong next year.
Yeah, they lost the AFC East in the last 4 weeks when they were up by 3 games.
And James, I like to piggyback off what you said. Like, I think Tua is a really good fucking quarterback. I mean, he is definitely a Pro Bowl talent, and he plays like at times like he's a All-Pro guy. But
that's not what James said, Spidey. You didn't listen.
That inconsistency late in the season is where a lot of people, like towards the end of the season in these big games in January, late December, whatever may have you, is what people have, kind of put a question mark whether he could be that long-term answer at quarterback, the franchise guy. And I think what you said was a pretty fair evaluation.
Now, let's get to the real evaluation, though, Irvin. All right. So, as a independent Saints fan, let's talk about this. James, what do you think about the Buffalo Bills and their inability to get over the hump?
Yeah, what's your Bills take, James?
You mean the Orlando Magic of the NFL?
Oh shit!
I mean, the Bills. I mean, yeah,
okay,
it's been disappointing. It's been disappointing for them, and I'm a little concerned about their future. But I mean, obviously, they still have Josh Allen, who's I never can count him out. But obviously, they traded away Stephon Diggs, who's their receiver. Their wide receiver one now is. Well, they drafted Keon Coleman there in the second round. They traded back a couple times. I'm just a little concerned about the Bills. I still think they're a contender for the AFC East, obviously, but I just, like you said, they've just been unable to get over the hump, and I really don't see them getting over the hump this year either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about
that? Let me respond.
Amicus, that's boom. That's a boom.
That's a fair assessment, but I want to call out Spotty's conclusion of what James said, which is the complete fallacy. James didn't say anything that you said, Spidey. He said, in fact, the fucking opposite of what you said, Spidey.
Hey, listen, I added my own evaluation to that.
Yeah, clearly.
Spidey Jet, baby.
Hey, I got to defend my quarterback, man. Hey, just like you, Amicus, that's fair to defend your one.
No, why don't you ask? James won't say that about Josh Allen. James will say that Josh Allen is a superstar quarterback, unlike Tua.
He's definitely not a superstar quarterback.
Absolutely, he's a superstar quarterback. Are you fucking kidding me?
Hey, the fact that you just said, the fact that Amicus just said stupid star fucking cracks me up.
Hey, real quick.
Stupid star.
Real quick.
No, but
because I love his takes. He's an outsider. James, what are your takes on the Jets right now?
Ooh.
Their draft and all that.
I mean, I would have liked to have seen them take Brock Bowers and another weapon for Rodgers, but I understand the pick of Johnny Fashion. they signed a couple. They have 2 tackles, but one of them. That's I understand the pick, and obviously they signed Mike Williams and obviously Garrett Wilson. Aaron Rodgers coming back. I'm pretty high on the Jets. Good defense.
Are you?
I think the Jets are going to be a really good team this year.
Oh,
You know what I learned just now? I learned that James, I'm Amicus, by the way. Nice to meet you, sir. I don't think we've spoken before. But I have learned that James is more knowledgeable of all the other teams than CT is of his own team.
Hey,
Damn.
I told you. Hey, you got to learn this, Amicus. He was on the
James is
previous.
the
He
real
was on
deal.
the previous. He was on the previous channel. James is extremely knowledgeable. He's very well thought out. He thinks before he speaks. He's a huge SEC guy, by the way. And Amicus, you'll be jealous. One of these days, James, when you come back on the show again, you're gonna, he has a helmet collection that'll have you wanting to suck Josh Allen's dick 20 times harder to get half of what James has. James has a fucking collection that makes me think that if I could get Spencer Rattler to fucking play well for the Saints, that I will ask James, tell me where your hookup is. I will reach out to Spencer Rattler and try to get him to be a better quarterback than Derek Carr.
So, James, let me ask you a question in your honest opinion. Where do you rank Tua among the quarterback hierarchy? Do you rate him as a top 10 guy, top 15? Where do you rank him?
I mean, I have to think about that. I don't really do. I don't think I'm not the person that does the ranking the quarterback. I think he's a good quarterback. I don't think he's. I'm not.
You say he's not a superstar. Yeah, I heard you. Yeah.
He's not an elite quarterback. The reason we ask you this, James, is we have the argument. Oh, okay, my bad. I was just saying we have the argument that even as Dolphins fans, we don't believe that Tua is elite. We think he's a great quarterback. He's in that like third tier. He's not in the second tier with average quarterbacks. I think we think he's above average, but he's not elite. Now, does he have the ability to be elite? Yeah, he could if he continues to improve his game.
Whoa. CT, time out. Who's your tier one? Is there only one quarterback in your tier one?
Yeah, who's your tier one, CT?
I know.
I thought he was asking James. My bad. No, I wasn't trying to take the floor away from James. I was trying to just give him a little better,
okay.
idea of what we. But for me, long story short, I do think Patrick Mahomes. I do think when you get into a Lamar Jackson, you get into guys that have physical elite specimen ability.
Well, you answer the fucking question. Who's in your tier one?
Oh, my God. Will you shut the fuck up for once in your life, Amicus, so I can give your cocksucking quarterback some fucking credit? God damn. Anyway, I do believe that just as I said, Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, they give you elite traits physicality-wise. Just the same way that I agree that Josh Allen has an elite physical trait that puts them in that same category. Do I think that Josh Allen is without fault? No. The guy has issues, and we've talked about it ad nauseum. So I'm not gonna go out that way. I'm not gonna fucking rehash it. But my thing is again, there are some superstars who have elite athleticism that put them in a different category. But I only have 4 quarterbacks in that top tier. The rest of them fall below that. So
Can you
talking
name
about
them, please?
20. I just did. Oh my God. I
You
just
named
said
4 quarterbacks.
Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and again, I've said this on the show previously. I don't want to say that he's continuing to be in that category, but he is still up there. Is Aaron Rodgers? But he's getting older, and his arm talent is significantly dropping off. But I still give the guy credit.
Well,
but
I'm impressed.
So I believe that those 4 guys are elite. Now, below that elite category is the great category. You got guys like Tua. You've got guys like Matthew Stafford. You got
Justin
Jared
Herbert,
Goff,
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, Joe Burrow. Those kind of guys that they're not average quarterbacks. They're above average. But are they elite? No, I don't think that. And
Okay.
so again, I don't want to take the floor away from James. I want James to talk. He's an OG. He's been here since we started the first channel years ago. So now that I've given some clarification, maybe you can give your elites and kind of give your perspective on Tua in that aspect.
Yeah, who's your tier 1 quarterbacks, James?
My bad, Bleezy. I try to bring him in, you try to bring him in, and then we brought him out. But go, James. My bad.
Well, obviously, Mahomes, and I mean, a lot of people have it as Mahomes in his own tier, and you can't really argue with that. But obviously, Mahomes is up there. Like you said, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. You had Aaron Rodgers up there. I don't have Aaron. I think Aaron Rodgers is still a really good quarterback. I mean, but in the tier 1, we'll see. But I'm a big Justin Herbert fan. I think he's in that second tier. So I mean, I don't really disagree with you anywhere, but I mean, Jalen Hurts, didn't have an amazing year last year, but I think the Eagles are going to have a really good year this year. They have had a really good offseason. Jordan Love, a lot of people are really high on him. I am too. And then some of Matthew Stafford. I think he's still got it, obviously. I mean, there's just so many good quarterbacks. And I think Tua, I'd probably put Tua in that third tier. That's probably where I'd put Tua.
Third tier.
Well, he said, remember, Mahomes is on his own tier. So again, that's a swayed thing there.
Well, no, he didn't say that.
Good, my homie.
Yes, he did. He said, "Fucking Mahomes is
a
on
lot
his
of
own."
people have him as his own tier, and you can't argue with that. But he puts Lamar Jackson, Allen, and Mahomes in the same tier 1.
Yeah, I think that
that's more like tier 2.
I think Tua is a good quarterback. Just not. I don't think he's on the level of some of the other guys I said. I'm not bashing Tua at all. I thought they said.
You're not. I don't think so. I don't think you are.
So, yeah, I think
for me,
he's probably in that third tier of quarterbacks, wherever you want to put
I'd like to give my tier, CT,
yeah, you can real quick. Let me address this. Cap for live in the building. What's up, gentlemen?
Goat.
Love you, Cap for life. Get your ass on here. AIP. Oh my God, it's been a while. I'm doing good, man. Come bring your ass up here too. He said, I remember when my Titans made a comeback win over the Dolphins on Monday night.
You know
LOL,
what?
go Titans.
Damn.
You know what? Now I
That
got to go
hurt.
ahead and ban AIP.
Oh my God,
I'm just fucking with
bro,
you.
we saw that collapse on Monday Night Live here on this platform, bro. I mean, that
Amicus
shit was
talked shit the
fucking
whole time
painful.
too. Amicus was loving it.
Yeah.
Damn, yeah, we were all here.
We look
early,
like the
bro.
Magic at the
Yeah,
end of
we
the
had
fourth. We look like the
Lunchbox.
Magic in Game
We had
7 in
Lunchbox
the
as
fourth
a
quarter.
special
There you
guest.
go.
Yep. But nah, man. We appreciate everybody coming out. But go ahead, Amicus. Oh shit. Did he just leave? No. I think James hopped off. But Amicus, go ahead and give us your tiers, brother.
Yeah.
We know that. We
All
know
right.
that. We know that Josh Allen is tier 5.
He
Go
said
ahead.
Amicus, not Spidey. He said Amicus. All right. All right. Let me break this down for you. Tier 1 is only 2 quarterbacks, in my opinion: Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. That's it. And I get that Lamar Jackson won 2 MVPs, but they're skewed MVPs, in my opinion. And there's a lot of variables in these MVPs. And it's, to me, it's not a real true 2-time MVP. Like it is what it is, whatever. But
no, he's just joking. AIP.
I'm just joking. I'm not banning. I'm just giving you shit, brother. We appreciate it.
I go ahead, Amicus. Pardon the interruption.
So Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen in tier 1, and I'm basing this on all the variables. Patrick Mahomes winning 3 Super Bowls, his MVPs, the arm talents, the physical traits, the accuracy, all of it. The arm,
how do
all
you
of
not include Lamar Jackson in those
I
top
just
3?
explained it. All right. Will you fucking let me finish, please? All right.
Oh my God.
In tier 2, I put Lamar Jackson and a Joe Burrow and a Justin Herbert and an Aaron Rodgers. I'll put him in tier 2 still at this moment. Now let me make a caveat. I'm real close to putting CJ in there, but it's just 1 year, so I'm gonna drop him to tier 3 now. He's gonna go to tier 3. Oh, I'll put Matthew Stafford in tier 2 still. I'll put him in tier 2. Then
Jared Goff?
No, Jared Goff. Jared Goff is tier 3 along with Tua. Dak Prescott. Those types of quarterbacks are going to be your tier 3 quarterbacks. Brock Purdy, I'll put him as a tier 3 quarterback. And that's pretty much it. I'll just leave it at 3 tiers. The other quarterbacks don't deserve to be named.
And the thing is right there shows the absolute fucking blatant bias. Now, I agree.
Put Tua in tier 3 too.
How big is Josh Allen's dong, Amicus?
Hey, no, my thing is look, I can agree to disagree. I do think that the only pushback I have on that, I'm not even pushing back on Tua. If you want to put him there, that's fine. My pushback is if the argument is against elite athleticism, the non-inclusion in Lamar Jackson in the top 3.
The category. That wasn't the question.
Listen,
it was
Amicus,
tier 1 quarterback.
This is very simple. See, Amicus, let me do this. This is very simple, right?
Get him.
My tier 1 is Patrick Mahomes, right? Super Bowl winner. He's a legend. He's a Hall of Famer. That's his tier, right? Tier 2 is the Allens, the Jacksons, the Burrows. Then I would say tier 3 would be Tua, CJ Stroud,
Burrow.
No, for me he's tier 2.
Even though he's injury prone.
Yeah, but he beat Patrick Mahomes in the AFC Championship, and
but he's injury prone.
Anyways, okay, so I have then Jordan Love, right? The Tuas, the Jordan Loves, the Dak Prescotts, the the Brock Purdy's of the world. Those are my tier 3 guys.
Yeah, Jordan Love should not be in the tier 3 yet. Not yet.
So
I agree.
Like tier 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree too. But those are like kind of my tier. And I think
the fact that CJ Stroud in his rookie year outperformed Jordan Love in his 4th year, sitting behind Rodgers for multiple years. I'm sorry, but I would put CJ Stroud in that second tier, based on his ceiling alone.
Bro,
but I'm not gonna go there yet. That's just 1 year.
Yeah, but that's the same argument. The same argument.
That was the most veteran-like rookie seasons I've ever seen from a rookie quarterback.
But the same argument can be made about Jordan Love. The same argument can be made about what's his name? Son of a bitch.
Justin Herbert. I have him in my tier 3.
No, not Justin Herbert.
No, I'm just. I forgot to. I forgot to add one. Yeah, he's my tier 3.
God damn it. What's his name? Anthony Richardson. And everybody's like, oh, he's got all the physical traits. Yeah, that's great. But if you're not putting it all together, that's my issue. Whether it's Austin Jackson, Patrick Paul, we're gonna get to the segment.
Oh, we
left one
segment
out of the show.
We left one out, TT.
My bad. Go ahead.
Trevor Lawrence. He deserves to be in tier 4.
4.
Yeah. No, I think he deserves to be in tier 5. Everybody loves him because he has sunshine blonde hair and he's got long hair and he's the Fabio. And I can say that because the boys on this show know that have seen my oldest son.
Fabio.
My oldest son is a fucking doppelganger for fucking Trevor Lawrence. And my son can't play football for shit. But he looks like Trevor Lawrence. But I'll tell you, you put him in there, he could do just as fucking good as Trevor Lawrence. And nobody would know the fucking difference because he looks just fucking like him.
No, I hear you. Hey, did you guys see the sumo wrestling between
with Micah Parsons?
And did y'all see how big CJ Stroud is in there too, bro? I saw him next to fucking Micah Parsons. I said, damn, he's the same size,
is that CJ?
Bro. Yeah, that was CJ next to him, bro. That like ends up like
I did see that.
Sumo wrestler. I guess he did some of the sumo wrestling too, but bro,
that sumo handled Micah Parsons like he wasn't shit.
Yeah. Real quick, AIP. I do follow it. I follow college football as a avid fan. I'm not like super invested. I watch my Gamecocks until they start losing. Like if they're down 3 touchdowns, I turn the game off. But I'm not a draft Nick. I don't supposed to be a college football, absolute. That's not me. I don't have time for that. But I'm at least aware of the college landscape, but I'm not an expert or pretend to be. But go ahead, everybody. My bad.
Yeah, back to the Lamar Jackson thing. I think Spidey and me agree on this that, you just look at the physical traits, but I mean, he's just not a tier 1 quarterback, in my opinion.
And I agree, but I don't think that Josh Allen, beyond his superior elite athleticism, is a top tier quarterback.
Bro, if you can't see the difference in Josh Allen throwing the football versus Lamar Jackson, you're fucking blind.
No, I am blind, but that's not the problem. The issue is again though. Hold on, if you guys will let me fucking finish, don't make me pull a green rat.
Dale, brother.
You can sit here and say that yes, Lamar Jackson is nowhere near a fucking passer that Josh Allen will ever be. I'm not disputing that. What I'm saying is where Josh Allen is in the passing game because of his arm strength is the same or okay, I won't say same, I will say identical to the ability of Lamar Jackson to run in open space that Josh Allen wish he had. And so again, if you're
talking about? Oh my god.
Bro, if you're fucking blind if you can't see that Lamar Jackson is more fucking elusive. He is much faster and has much more ability to change direction.
But we're talking the fucking in relation. The gap between Allen's arm and Lamar Jackson's arm is way larger than the gap between Lamar Jackson's legs and Allen's legs.
Oh my god! The fact that you just tried to make that argument is fucking asinine. Real quick, you're going next, Spidey. For the 112 of you guys in the room, like I said before, StreamYard does not tell us how many is on YouTube, how many is on Twitter, and all that. So all of you guys that are out there on the other platforms, please come over, take 5-10 seconds, hit that like button, smash the subscribe, hit that notification bell so you guys can find us every time. The ignorant amicus is always on here. Spidey Jet is always on here. Colin, who loves his fucking Orlando Magic that suck, is always on here.
I'm gonna start. Hey, for everyone, start a GoFundMe page or donate to the channel because we need to send some money to the Magic fans. You know, to buy some tissues, some Cottonelle tissues because
I won't turn it down. I won't turn it down.
No, it's the Puffs. It's the Puffs Plus. It's the Puffs Plus, the one that has the lotion in the fucking Kleenex. So that way, when guys like Colin, they want it. They you know their team sucks, so they got to jack off to make themselves feel better. They got the ability to catch the sperm and the lotion in the same fucking tissue. Let's go.
Happy Cinco de Mayo to you.
Hi there, guys. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, Feliz de Cinco de Mayo.
Feliz Cinco de Mayo. Hey, listen, I wanted to clear something up. You know how I like to be accurate. Regarding Jalen Wright, Wright.
Yeah, for life has to get his ass up here.
Jalen Wright likes to keep his pads low, and he loves to consistently fall forward. I said that he does play with a high pad level. That is actually at times he will, but he usually consistently plays with a low pad level. He likes to fall forward. He runs with violence. He's capable of thrashing through tacklers, and like I said, he has the natural balance to withstand contact, aka contact balance. Yeah, and he's very good. He has the lateral movement and the start-stop ability to make defenders whiff an open space, and he has breakaway speed in the open field. But he does play with a low pad level. So just to clear that up. Sorry if I misled you guys there. So
You good.
You know, that's a good point, Irv, because it's going to be interesting who's going to be our RB1 this year. Because I think we're going to come out the box. It's going to be Mostert. But him and A-Chain can take it at any moment.
Oh, bro, I mean, that's going to be your future backfield because Mostert is probably going to be his last year.
Not only that, Jeff Wilson, and I'm giving a hot fucking take. So let me bring up the hot take banner. Nah, we don't have it no more. But my hot take is Jeff Wilson Jr. will not be a Miami Dolphin at the end of training camp.
Damn. Okay.
Here's why. Wright has a much better ability to pass protect. And he gives you the physical running that Jeff Wilson Jr. does without the $3.5 million price tag.
Yep. Yep,
Yeah.
and also and also he exhibits like great patience and decisiveness. He usually allows blocks to develop before he hits his holes with the explosive speed. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, which is a good quality to have. But I think that
yeah,
this is where we've been talking about this running back room for quite some time, whether it was Ahmed, whether it's
yeah,
Achan, whether it's Mostert, whether it's Jeff Wilson. The only guy that was, sorry, let me double take on that. Ahmed is also out the fucking door this
dumb.
I take.
offseason.
He's
I
done.
take.
And here's why. Because Wright, if he comes out and plays well, the only reason Ahmed has continued to stay on the roster is Ahmed is a better pass protector than Mostert, Jeff Wilson, and A-Chain. That has been Ahmed's saving grace. But if you bring in a guy like Wright who can give you the same production as Ahmed in the blocking role, whereas he can also give you the ability to run with speed and precision the same way that a Mostert or an A-Chain can, it eliminates the need for both Jeff Wilson and Ahmed in one fell swoop.
Right.
Hey James, I saw your comment in the private chat. Thanks for coming on, bro. You were a great guest, man.
Yeah,
Great
awesome,
insight.
man.
Great insight.
Absolutely. You said
Great
I have
insight,
to
both
go.
college and NFL.
Yeah, he said I have to go. I'll see you guys next time. And we appreciate him coming on. Original supporter of the fucking channel back before YouTube wanted to fuck with us. But
Hashtag.
Dude
yes,
has
sir.
fire.
Hashtag
He,
fuck
he,
YouTube.
he's a young guy. He's a young guy somewhere in Louisiana. He's a big LSU fan, huge LSU fan, and Saints fan. But the guy has fire takes, man. You know,
Oh yeah.
I
he's
like
very
the fact that he takes his time and, yeah, he does say a lot, but we all did before we got onto these podcasts.
Yeah,
You
but
got
we
to
all do
learn
that.
to, yeah,
Some of us. A
yeah,
lot
you
of us
did.
do.
All of us did when we first started. But it's again, he's very well thought. He thinks through his comments before he makes them. And if we can get other Dolphins fans to do that, these shows would be much better. And especially if we get Amicus to think before he fucking talks.
But
That would be
again,
fucking
I
great.
appreciate how James, he says his point quickly and he gets through it with efficiency, and he doesn't take like a fucking hour to make a take.
hey,
That's
so I will say, guys, congratulations on the past couple of episodes. I feel like these 2 weeks have been filled with a lot of football knowledge, a lot of hard hitting draft analysis and coverage.
yeah,
We've had a
bro.
lot of good conversations, like very productive conversations, and I appreciate you
Appreciate it,
guys for
buddy.
keeping it,
Appreciate it,
intelligent and
Irv.
rational,
Appreciate it,
logical.
Irv.
So, yeah,
Fuck
bro. Hey,
yeah.
so listen, bro.
Irv.
I
Irv's a
fuck with
real
the show, bro.
motherfucker, man. Let me turn this camera on.
Hey, I had to put Tua in tier 3 because of the concussions, by the way. That's the only
Irv's
reason.
a real
Oh
motherfucker.
my God. Okay. Don't
Irv, I
fucking, you know
appreciate
what? No,
that, man.
no.
Hey, you're welcome,
Amicus,
bro.
I'm up.
Appreciate
No,
you, man.
I rarely do this, but I'm going to get
Much
my ass on
love,
camera
Irv.
for this motherfucker. I'm getting my ass
Much
on camera.
love, bro. I appreciate
Amicus,
you, bro.
do not,
I do.
do
I
me a
do.
free.
I know you look out for us and you come on our show and give us fire content all the time.
Yeah,
Bro.
man. Anytime, bro. It's just it's good. One of these few these are one of the few places in the community that we keep
You're
it.
an OG.
We
Hey,
talk
You
but
you
smart
are
football.
an
hey,
OG.
I know you don't drink, Irvin, but Feliz,
You're an OG.
Cinco de Mayo, baby.
Hey,
Cinco de
cheers to you too, buddy. All right,
Hey,
cheers to you, fellas.
Irv was my nomination when Larry L did his Hall of Fame.
Yep.
I nominated Irv
I
and Cat
appreciate
for
that.
Life.
Remember that. Yeah, yeah.
I fucking voted for Herb. You know the other guy that I voted for too. Because remember, you got 2 votes: Irving and fucking the Dolphins realtor.
Oh, TDR. That's the Hey, he's a fun follow on Twitter, bro. You guys want to learn about the
I've
game,
been following him on
football,
Twitter
follow him,
too.
bro. He's good, bro. He's
He's been
very
hopping.
informative.
He's been hopping on here lately.
Yeah.
He was on here early. Did he come on tonight?
No, it was Saturday when me and Amicus ran the special. So let me get to Amicus real quick.
Okay.
I love Amicus, and Amicus has been here since the beginning too, and we love and appreciate Amicus. But stop it. If you want to bring up the concussion bullshit, I will fucking do an entire show of killing that fucking narrative. I will bring, bro. I brought out the studies so many fucking times, and Amicus does this just like when he texts me and goes, "Hey, we ain't got nothing to do. Nobody's on. Let's start up a show." And I'm like, "Nah, I'm trying to chill." And he was like, "Oh, but we could talk about this." And whatever this is that he brings up, he knows it fucking triggers me. So fuck you.
So there you go. Hey, yo, let me slide. I got to slide, boys, but yeah, I gotta say, man, I think for real about this Dolphins team, man. Adding Odell Beckham, wow, man, we're not missing anything now because we're gonna continue to get that ball out faster now. So I know the O-line is the issue, but shit, man, if Odell can stay healthy, bro, I think for real we have a chance of getting deep into the playoffs this year.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like your Orlando Magic did.
Oh shit.
Hey, so I gotta say to Orlando, hey Magic, enjoy Cancun, Cinco de Mayo, Cancun.
You done missed it, Irvin. I said earlier, all the Magic fans used Cinco de Mayo to drown their sorrows today. Apparently, all Magic fans are now Mexican, and they're all gonna drink until they're fucking destroyed because they got nothing better to do because their team got their ass whooped by the Cleveland Cavaliers. But I digress.
Damn.
Yeah. Listen, man. 27-point swing. They were up by 15, lost by 12 in game 7.
That's Orlando Magic basketball, and
that's what the Magic does. They disappear, baby.
Just like the fucking Bills and just like the fucking Lakers.
I have not seen a single. I have not seen a single Magic game all year, and believe me, I've watched a lot of basketball. And so when I tuned in, I saw it going on. Number 4 and number 5, and I know you said number 5 for the Magic is a beast, but those two dudes are not the answer, man.
Bleezy, this game 7 was the first game that was on network television. All the other games you never saw them because they were on NBA TV. That's because nobody gives a fuck about the Cavs or the Magic.
Amicus, they're on Bally Sports, which is even worse.
Hey,
but
listen.
that number 4's got to go, dude. I would transfer him out.
Amicus, they're on a regional fucking show once in a blue moon.
Hey, all I know,
I would trade him, Colin. I would trade number 4 out.
Bleezy, you don't watch enough games to know that. You saw a fucking 1/4 of the game and you're saying that we should trade the player, bro. It's like saying we should trade Tua after watching the fucking first half of the playoff game, bro.
I agree with that too.
Shit, man.
I mean,
hey, it's just like I said. The Orlando disappeared in the playoffs, just like Josh Allen does. So
no, just like our quarterback does. CT.
All I gotta say is it's beautiful.
You're right, Colin. You're right.
Tell him, Colin.
Beautiful thing that all I know. It's a beautiful thing that Colin's Tampa Bay Lightning and the Orlando Magic went to Cancun this offseason.
Bro, this is how delusional Colin is with the Orlando Magic. He just dissed Tua to protect the fucking Orlando Magic.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just being honest. We both got first rounded, bro.
Hey, they're partying.
Come on, Colin.
The Magic and the Lightning.
Hey, it's 24/7 Jets Sports with Colin, baby.
Yeah. Did you say CT?
I said it's 24/7 Jets Sports with Colin.
Why is it Jet Sports? A Jets fan?
He's a Jets fan because he sure as fuck ain't a Dolphins
Jets
fan.
Sport.
And if Green Rat's ass was around, fucking Colin would lose his freaking Dolphins card so fast that even Green Rat would fucking admit that he's a Jets fan.
Yeah, bro, you just dissed Tua to protect the Magic brand.
No, I was being honest, man, because you know Tua didn't play good in the playoff game. I wasn't dissing everybody. I was keeping it real, bro. There's a difference between dissing and keeping it real. It's just keeping it real. Because we wouldn't have had a touchdown pass in that playoff game.
How do you have so much free time at Checkers? Because I know that fucking line is around the block.
I fuck around with them all the time. You know, Amicus, you and I know there ain't no fucking Checkers anymore in fucking South Carolina, North Carolina, or Virginia. Bro, I haven't been to Checkers in like fucking 15 years. I am fucking waiting to go get me some chili cheese fries, baby.
What's the best dish at Checkers?
The chili cheese fries.
No.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's not good. Nah, bro. You gotta get some fully loaded fries.
Chili cheese fries?
A big beef is way to go, bro. I promise. That's what it's called.
What about? I thought it was a burger.
It is. It's called a big beefer.
Well, what is that beeping noise? Is somebody flatlining?
It's the big Buford.
He's burning the fries.
Yeah, he is. The fucking the fryer over there beeping its ass off.
It sounds like somebody's on life support.
No, that's what it's like the whole time. It's always
yeah, you know who's on life support?
Like the Orlando Magic. Hey, Amicus, like the Orlando Magic. Life support.
Right. Yeah. Oh, shit. Except now it's beep.
Hey, what's up with Checkers?
Because the motherfucker's flatline.
The Orlando Magic, their fucking fry counter is going beep.
Yeah, their soul disappeared.
What does Checker do? The seasoned fries?
Yeah, they do have some good seasoned fries. Yeah,
they do. It's actually a Cajun seasoning.
Yeah.
Which is why I like it. It's a Cajun seasoning, but then they do the hot nacho cheese and the chili. That shit is banging, bro. You do that, you get a side of fucking ranch. You throw the ranch on top of the fries, bro. That shit's banging, dog.
But the texture is like the beer battered fries.
Hey, CT, I was just gonna say that beeping sounds like the fucking Bills in the divisional round.
Oh shit!
Nacho cheese.
Yeah, it is nacho cheese, and that's what I was trying to say.
And took the division, Spidey. You might not want to make fun of the Bills, bro. You fucking joke. You want to get on the Magic? Let's get on the Dolphins. Who fucking disappeared? You're up by 3 fucking games with 4 weeks left, and you fucking choked the division away.
Yeah,
get the fuck out of here.
Hey, the only reason that you guys did anything after you fired Ken Dorsey was you realized that the only thing that Josh Allen gives you is his ability to run.
Yeah, run all over your fucking weak ass team. That's what he does. Whoa. You saw that video. He fucking beat out the whole secondary, left you motherfuckers in the dust.
CT, didn't we say they oh my god. In the second half
Back off, man.
Never mind.
Yeah, I know, because Amicus will never admit the fact that his quarterback is a one-read quarterback, that when he extends plays, and then they say, when he runs the ball, he has a high what's called efficacy of the play. But when Josh Allen scrambles and tries to chuck the ball up, he has a negative efficiency per play average, EPPA, because he tries to fit balls in that he thinks that he has the arm strength to fit in, but he doesn't, and they get intercepted. Or Like,
He's a
when
playmaker,
Amicus
unlike your
wanted to
spot
come out
thrower. Your
and
spot
say,
thrower noodle arm.
yep, exactly. My spot throw noodle arm. When your fucking quarterback, your wonderful, strong armed quarterback, threw an option route to a guy in the end zone that could have won him a fucking playoff game, but he had a quote unquote miscommunication. But when Tua, quote unquote, had a miscommunication that would have won us a game, oh, it's Tua. Oh, Tua's a shitty quarterback.
You
He
mean the strong arm
misread.
quarterback?
He misread. He misread it.
That's for CT.
I was
What was
talking
he,
shit.
CT? 10-2 against the Dolphins?
Hey, I was talking
Oh,
Yeah,
shit
I
last
fucking
know.
daddy.
And the funny thing is guess what? Tua's fucking 8-0 against the fucking Patriots, and your bitch asses can't beat the Patriots. So go fuck yourself.
You mean
Hey,
you mean
CT,
the perfect game we
remember I
had
was
against them?
talking shit?
Yeah.
CT, remember I was talking shit last night that in the second half of the season they started like you remember that I was saying that they were like when Ken Dorsey was the OC, they had him throwing a lot, right, in the first half of the season, but then the second half when they put Lombardi, right, Joe Lombardi, if I don't have the name mistaken,
Joe Brady.
Joe Brady, excuse me, thank you. And yeah, I was trying to remember his fucking name. And they had him like doing more like QB, like run plays, like more
Yeah,
run
they'd rather him run
design
the ball
runs,
than throw it because
scrambling,
he sucks at
and run the
fucking
ball.
running or throwing. His accuracy is
They
shit.
they reduced his number of dropbacks. They started running him more like they did in his first 2 years, and they started running the ball more to the running backs and shit to Cook. Because if the more he passes, the more the more turnover worthy plays that he has. So
Exactly.
you know what I mean.
Exactly. They said, hey, I would rather let him run the fucking ball than ask him to throw it. Because when he throws it on these scramble plays, more often than not, they're turnovers. Just let him run the ball with his elite size and his ability to run the ball. I don't disagree with the sentiment. I think Joe Judge or Joe Brady or whoever the fuck it was had a good fucking understanding of what Josh Allen is.
And not only that, but even in the low red zone, of course, he's a battering ram in the end zone. He's a big dude, right? He just falls forward and scores.
But you got to give their team credit in the fact that they understand his strengths and they understand his weakness. And I think that's where a lot of teams falter. And this is a frustration. Hold on.
Not the Dolphins. They do exactly what they need to do because Tua's a real one-read quarterback, so they spot throw for him. They got to. He can't do anything else except step back twice, throw it. Hey, what did Sherfield say? You're either there or you're not, motherfucker. He's throwing the ball.
But here's the thing.
Whining little baby bitch, acting out like an adolescent girl who whines on Twitter. Hey, buck up and grow the fuck up, you crying, whining little baby bitch.
So anyway, if I could fucking finish for 1 fucking second, that I do think that again, the firing of Ken Dorsey did great things for the Bills. And again, I think that's one of Mike McDaniel's weaknesses is that at times, like we talked about, we had a 3-hour conversation last night, Irvin. I think that Mike McDaniel, he's so focused on, yes, you have the ability to create innovative plays, but in game, you do not have the ability to adapt. And so I will give credit to Joe Brady. There were times where they were allowing Josh Allen to run and throw on the run, and it didn't work so well. There were times where he threw shitty interceptions, But Joe Brady was like, look, okay, let's calm it down. Let's get back to what you do well. Let's branch off of what we're doing successfully, and let's throw a wrinkle into it where the defense expects us to do this, but we're going to alter it a little bit. And I like that. I think that that's very beneficial for Josh Allen as well as the Bills. That I'm not sure if Mike McDaniel continues to be the play caller, if we're going to have that same advantage. I just don't.
Hey, I will remind you that about the whole spot throwing concept. Every quarterback is taught to throw the spots. The West Coast offense is predicated.
You don't think I know that,
Spidey? 3
Spidey?
to 5 step drop backs, throwing on timing routes, and receivers running timing routes and getting to their spots.
Exactly. You don't think I know that? But that's all he can do because of his deficiencies.
That is actually not
because
true.
of his deficiencies. But so again,
one read
the ignorance. Hold on.
CT. Hold
Oh
on, CT.
no,
Real quick,
no,
I'm
no,
cooking right now.
no,
God damn it.
Because God damn it, Amicus wants to pull up the same bullshit that we talked about last night, and he says his deficiencies. Well, you say his deficiencies is he doesn't have the arm strength to throw outside the numbers, and he doesn't have the intelligence to check the ball down. Well, guess what? As a Bills fan, you don't know this, but his first 2 years under Brian Flores, everybody said all he could do was use his anticipation and arm strength to throw outside the numbers and underneath, that he couldn't fucking throw the deep pass or over the middle. And now we're circling back to, now he could throw the deep ball and over the middle, but now magically he has no arm strength, no anticipation, inability to read routes, and he can't check down and throw outside the numbers. So if that's your argument, then please keep making it, because it makes you look fucking Cajun.
He still can't throw a deep ball. He's always short. Tyreek has to come back.
That's some bullshit, because all year long he was throwing his
not only that, but
he's one of the top deep passers in all of football the past 2 years.
But not only that, and we got fucking 121 in the room. Again, for those of y'all not watching on YouTube, Twitter, X, Twitch, all that shit, come on over to YouTube, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, hit that notification bell. But my issue with this alone is there's no way that you can sit here and say that I, on this show, have shown the tape of over 40 to 50 passes where your love child in Patrick Mahomes has underthrown Tyreek. So when do we start making
Lamar
the understanding?
Underthrows guys too.
And again, but when do we start making the understanding that maybe Tyreek is just too fast for quarterbacks to gauge?
Maybe. But CT, look.
But here's the whole thing. You can't say Tua is the only one that underthrew him, because hold on. I got another fucking example. Hold on. In the AFC or in the Pro Bowl, when other elite AFC quarterbacks, Josh Allen, in the Pro Bowl, underthrew Tyreek.
Listen before
Josh Allen don't underthrow no motherfucker.
Let's not get off the rails.
Fuck did.
Can I respond, please?
The guy throws 80 yards from his
Lamar
knee.
Jackson has underthrown, especially he's underthrown our own Odell Beckham Jr. multiple times last year, right? Patrick Mahomes, who is one of the greatest arm talents in the NFL right now, has underthrown Tyreek multiple times during their career together, multiple times, right? Now, going back to the whole spot throwing shit and that Tua can't go through his progressions, right?
Now,
Damn, that's a trigger word, isn't it? Spot thrower. I got to remember that. Yeah.
Well, but the thing is, it's because people want to use this in a derogatory sense, and all quarterbacks are taught at all levels are taught to throw to spots, right? That's the whole. That's how you play the quarterback position, right? You don't throw to spots all the time. In zone coverage, you're going to throw to spots more often than not, and when you're throwing to man coverage, you have to
open windows.
Throw to open windows, leading your receiver away from the corner, right?
Yeah,
no confident quarterback throws to a spot where the wide receiver is not there.
Hold on. Now, I already explained to you, right, how that in the West Coast offense, you're taught to throw the spots on timing routes on 3 to 5 step drops, making quick reads pre-snap, and then you hit your receiver with anticipation and accuracy, right? Now, Kurt Warner did that at elite level. He was a fucking spot thrower. Same thing with fucking Joe Montana, spot thrower, right? Drew Brees, fucking hella spot thrower. High level processors, pre-snap, because they read the coverage pre-snap, and then based on the route concepts on certain plays, with their, because the quarterback has to know what route concepts the receivers are running on a certain play, and the receiver has to know what the route concepts that he's running on that particular play, so the quarterback and the receiver can be on the same page, so the receiver can get to the proper spot where he needs to be, and the quarterback can throw. He knows what spot to throw to, and knows when to throw it, timing, before the receiver can come out of his break. That's the whole fucking coaching. You know what I mean? That's the whole thing about spot throwing, right? So again, every quarterback like Tua that runs this West Coast offense is a fucking spot thrower. I am here to destroy that narrative. Now, when you're
but the East Coast offense is fucking but I made this argument last night when we had this conversation, though, Urban. It is not just West Coast fucking offenses that predicate the same thing, because the East Coast offense is run first. However, it's run first, but then it's based on an RPO option and or play action, a la Tennessee, Philadelphia, Carolina, Tennessee, all of these same fucking guys. So again, they're not West Coast offenses, but they have the same predication, even though the focus is more on the ability to run to open up the play action. But guess what play action is? Play action is a timing-based play.
Yeah, because
it's not just West Coast. Every fucking quarterback that wants to be elite, no matter what scheme you're in, has to understand timing, rhythm, spot throwing, whether it's man coverage, whether it's zone coverage. It doesn't fucking matter. And when ignorant fucks continue to talk about spot throwing, it's fucking Cajun. It's fucking Cajun.
ET, before Amicus response, right? I'll give him the floor. Hold on. Now, this thing about Tua not going through his progressions. There's been advanced charts, right, where there's only 7 other quarterbacks where that go through progressions 2 to 4 than Tua does. But Tua actually goes, when you look at the percentage of dropbacks, right, he actually goes through progressions 2 to 4 way more often than he goes to progression number 1. And this was apparent in last year.
School. It was in QB school. It was with the corner breakdown. It was with multiple platforms with guys who are fucking elite quarterbacks.
But again, hold on. But okay, so when you look at the
unlike
chart,
Josh Allen,
I know CT. When you look at that chart, right, Tua goes through his progressions 2 to 4 more often than he goes through to his first read, right? So he's going through multiple progressions more often than just one read. But his EPA is higher when he's throwing to his first read. Obviously, you got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. He's got a quick trigger. They run a lot of timing routes. a lot of it's predicated on your first two reads, right? So again,
the reason he's going through 2 to 4 reads, Spidey, is because he's nervous like a whore in church, and he has to get through them all really quick before he gets sacked.
If you want to bring a whore in churches, man, Josh Allen sweats more in the fucking than a whore in church on Easter Sunday.
Mayo.
Stop.
Come on.
There's been multiple progressions
Holiday.
where Tua is going through his progressions. I mean, the Lions game is a perfect example of this, where he hits fucking Jalen Waddle in the first touchdown of that game. He hits Jalen Waddle in the end zone, which was his third read.
No, it was fourth. It was his fourth read.
And the touch, it was his fourth read. And then the touchdown to Gesicki I think it was in the fourth quarter. He hits fucking Gesicki on his fourth read. So he goes through his progressions very quickly.
Man, there's not a single fucking. I've watched a lot of fucking Bills fucking tape because of Amicus, and I will tell you, the only time I've ever seen Josh Allen throw to a fourth read is an interception.
Yeah, because when he rolls out of the pocket and throws a dart 50 yards down, that's not the first or second read, right? That's not the fourth read, right?
Because his Wonderlic score is so high, but he's still fucking retarded, and he can't fucking get to his fourth read. He's late on his fourth read. He goes, I got a big arm. I can fit it in here. Fuck. We've seen miscommunications on his first read, and he chucks it up and throws an interception. Because Josh Allen is nothing more. Josh Allen is nothing more than a Cajun child with autism going, well, I could do this, but I'm not going to do this because I don't know what to do.
Well, congratulations on insulting like 3/4 of the viewership.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. As long as they're Bills fans, of course I'm insulting them. They are Cajun.
Amicus don't play.
Just like Josh Allen. Josh Allen don't play either. He takes his golf game seriously. He takes his having sex with midget strippers seriously.
Hey, so Amicus.
Do I have that? Do I have that shit still? I think I have it still. I swear I have it. Oh man.
Hold on. Go ahead, Spidey.
Nah. I was gonna talk basketball, but it'd be out of context. Never mind.
Well, no, Amicus. What about when you got surrounded by those bikers?
What about it?
I mean, were you like fucking just ready to swing? You were about to hurt some people, weren't you?
Just the first 2 that got in my way, but then they would have got me. It was like 15 of them motherfuckers.
Hey, so Amicus. Huh?
Did you hear that story, Spidey? He got surrounded by bikers.
What? I have a crazier story than that, man. I was in Ohio once. A buddy of mine was like, hey, I'm going to go to Ohio and visit my mom in the middle of nowhere, right? Would you like to come with me? And I said, sure. So we go to Ohio. It's this fucking middle of nowhere town, like near Amish territory or whatnot. At any rate, we go to this bar. We're having some beer and everything. Now my buddy, his name was CW. I met him in South Carolina, right? So I didn't know anything about his past in Ohio. But apparently, like the town he was from, nobody escapes. And he escaped, and he went to the military, right? And he made something of his life where a lot of people in small towns never get out, right? And so when we go back there, we're in this bar, and I have people randomly coming up to me saying, "Hey, are you friends with CW?" And I'm thinking, all right, this is his hometown, like, yeah. And everybody was like, well, we don't care for CW around here, right? So the whole fucking town was mad at him for escaping and getting out of there and making something of his life. They felt abandoned, right? Now, this is small town shit. It's different than normal cities, right?
Right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's different, bro. I learned a lesson that day. But anyhow, so I'm like, okay, all right. So I'm thinking, man, I thought like y'all like this cat, but man, y'all hate this motherfucker. So I'm not, and CW, he was around the corner talking to somebody else, right? He wasn't even in my vicinity. So then all of a sudden, like 10 to 12 guys surround me in this bar. and one of them comes up to me and is like, "You're CW's friend from South Carolina, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Now, I look over in the corner of the bar, and there's a sheriff. The sheriff is sitting there, and he's watching this take place. And and this guy looks at me and was like, "Well, we don't care for your kind around here, and we don't care for his kind around here. So why don't you take him and take y'all's ass back to South Carolina?" And I look over, bro. I look over at this sheriff. This sheriff looks me dead in my eyes, watching and hearing this whole thing, right? And I look back at this guy, and all I wanted to do was like smash my beer bottle across his fucking head. But obviously, that was not the right play.
No.
I would have got fucked up. I would have got thrown in jail. Yeah, I mean, this is small town shit. You don't fuck. Yeah. So I looked at this motherfucker. I gritted my teeth. I looked at him and I said, all right.
I'm out of here.
And I walked up to CW and I said, "Bro, you didn't tell me this whole fucking town hates your fucking ass."
Yeah, you didn't tell me everyone would beat your ass around here.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
No, they were just just remind me not to talk, about Josh Allen in your face. You probably beat my ass.
Oh God,
bro! I wanted to fucking smash every one of their fucking heads open with a beer bottle, man. I swear to God, like that shit was so hard. But I'm no dummy either, right? It was a losing battle. I knew right away that the only play was to fucking swallow my pride and walk the fuck away.
Did the right thing.
You had a better chance.
You just got up, and walked away.
Yeah, you had a better chance with the bikers in that parking lot.
Yeah, especially
I felt safer with the bikers at the strip club than that day.
Yeah, you would have had a better chance.
Yeah,
walked away, buddy. Yeah,
you'd have been beating some ass. Something tells me Amicus can beat some ass.
The hell yeah, that's why I don't want to talk about it, bro.
I grew up fighting, man.
And I got to talk about shit about his Bills, especially his quarterback. I mean, he'll beat my ass.
No, those are the old. I'm 44 years old, man. I'm a family guy. Man. Them days are over.
Amicus,
I'm just fucking.
Hey, Amicus, have you been in some fist fights in your life?
Oh, my whole life, bro. Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, bro.
Tell us about one of your fist fights, like 1-on-1.
Which one? I mean, my God,
Tell us about one in high school. I bet you had one in high school where you beat somebody's ass.
No, I never had a fight in high school. I got jumped in high school once.
No.
So
tell us about a one-on. Have you ever like met up with somebody 1-on-1?
Oh yeah.
I've only been involved in 2 fights.
Usually in the parking lot of a bar.
All right, tell us about when you met up with somebody 1-on-1.
I mean, it's a fight, bro. It's a fucking fight. Somebody talks shit. You've been in fights. Everybody been in fights. You know how it is. Just whoops. I'll tell you a funny one. I was in a bar one time in my hometown, Johns Island, South Carolina, right? That's where I grew up. And I'm in this bar and I'm with
fucking rednecks in that bitch.
You know about Johns Island, exactly, and that's what I was dealing with, a couple of rednecks. So I'm sitting at the bar next to this, at the time, my girlfriend, right? Actually, the mother of my first child. We're sitting there having a couple of drinks, and these 2 rednecks walk up, and this one looks at me and says, "What the fuck you looking at, boy?" And I said, what? I laughed at him. I'm
Like,
like,
number one, I don't know who the fuck you think you
yeah, I
are,
don't
but
know the
number two,
bro, I look over at my girlfriend at the time. I said, did you just hear this fucking cat? And she's like, what happened? What happened? Sorry, I'm in the middle of a conversation. What happened? I said, you should listen to this shit. And I look back at him. I'm like, bro, are you serious? And he's like, you fucking heard me. You heard me, boy. Don't be fucking looking in this direction. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then his cousin looked right at me and said, you heard what my cousin said, right? Don't fucking look over here. And I said, y'all are fucking serious, ain't you? You serious. You're serious. You're serious. You're fucking serious. I stood up, bro. I grabbed that motherfucking bar stool. I fucking slammed it right on both of them. I said, what the fuck? I started snapping, throwing chairs everywhere. These motherfuckers looked at me and said, bro, chill, man. We're just playing. I'm like, oh, now you're fucking playing. You're playing. You try to intimidate. See, that's what they do. They try to intimidate you. But then you mess with the wrong one who doesn't get intimidated and wants to cut your fucking throat in the middle of a fucking bar. Now you're apologizing and shit.
yeah, exactly, like a bitch, like a
bunch of bitches, man. And then you'll always find that, CT. Always the ones that sit there and open their fucking mouth.
It's John's Island and it's Daniel's Island too. The same rich bitch, little fucking Cajun fucking fat. You know what? I don't care. It's the fat fucks that out there that want to act like they're hard and like they're gonna fucking do something.
Always.
And it's like, bro, like, just because you grew up in a affluent neighborhood in John's Island, Daniel's Island, James Island, where I'm from, I'm only fucking, I live fucking on James Island for 8 years?
Well, I mean, this
20 minutes. Hold on.
40s,
just 20 minutes. Just 20 minutes south of John's Island. Okay?
Yeah.
I know these fuckers.
Yeah.
I know these fuckers. And nah, man.
But it's always the ones that try to intimidate for no reason. Like the bullies. Bro, those are always the bitches. They're the first ones to bow out and fucking run with their tail between their legs.
You're gonna end up with a fight with somebody and fucking.
But the thing though is you're right, Bleezy. But the thing is I hate to say this because it's not that everybody in South Carolina, especially the rednecks, are bad. Okay. So I'm not saying that. It's the ones that give people a bad name. And it's to the point where me living on James Island, fuck that. We used to go to Amicus Knows It. You remember Players Place out there in West Ashley?
Yep.
The pool hall?
Yeah, right by Burlington Coat Factory.
Yeah, yep. My former brother-in-law, my first wife's brother, was the manager there. And we used to go out. When I worked at the hospital, I made a deal with him. I was like, bro, we'll give you $500-$600. Let us play some pool. We'll drink well liquor. You make your money. We we have a good time, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yeah, absolutely. And then when I went out there and I spent like the first 2 or 3 weeks, we did a pool league there. Everything was good. Everything was fine and dandy. Until you get these little rich little white fucking punks from Mount Pleasant, from Goose Creek, like all these little rich little fags that think that they own the place. And they want to talk shit to people. Like, bro, you don't know who I am. You don't know what I'm about. You think that I'm one of these nice South Carolinians. I grew up in Miami, bitch. I am not the one. I am not the one to fuck with.
Do you know who I am?
But Amicus knows it, bro. Those Mount Pleasant little pompous fucking pricks, bro. Like, oh my God.
You from Douglas and Pines or you from University and Pines?
Douglas and Pines.
There you go.
I mean, it's
I
pretty
grew up,
simple,
bro.
man.
I
Like,
grew up
if
right
you,
there in front of fucking Pines Middle School, brother. That was my stomping grounds, baby.
Yeah, baby. Hey, I roam there a lot too, bro. That's I love Pembroke Pines, bro. That's like my second home.
And the thing
if
is
you're,
look, and here's the thing. Hold on. I want to clarify this. Again, my best friend and the godfather and godmother of my children, the godfather of my children is black. His
Talking about
wife is white. Okay.
yeah, Oreo.
So I want to fucking quash that fucking narrative real quick. But number two, I'm Venezuelan. I have a lot of fucking friends and family that grew up in Hialeah, that grew up in Pembroke Pines, that grew up in Davie, that grew up in Southwest Ranches. My brother, I love him. My brother is fucking 40 and he's a retard. He met a rich bitch, and apparently my brother either has a golden dick or a golden tongue, and I'm really not sure which one it is.
I
But
remember.
I'm just calling fucking the shit the way it is. But I'm just calling shit the way it is. But
he's getting that shit fucking up and down and all around.
I mean, something, bro. Not her former husband, and I hope I don't give a fuck, because she don't fuck with me, so I don't give a fuck about her. But her former husband has a Fortune 500 company in Chicago. The dude makes multi-million-dollars a year, like $100 million a year.
Give us a chunk.
And bro, I've been telling her, look, I love my wife, but if she got a sister, like, I'm not trying to do no sexual shit, but if the money right, we could work something out, like something. But anyway, that's way off fucking topic. That's gonna get my ass in trouble. So fuck all y'all. That's gonna get my ass.
You look like Julia Roberts and Pretty Woman. Is that what you're trying to say, CT?
Say it again.
Would you be like? Are you saying you want to be like Julia Roberts from Pretty Woman?
I mean, I don't know what was the other one. With Julia Roberts and Adam Sandler, The Wedding Singer.
No, it wasn't Julia Roberts.
That wasn't Julia Roberts. That was Drew Barrymore.
Oh, that was right. No, it was the white girl.
Drew Barrymore.
Okay. I don't remember. I don't get it.
Tomorrow night's our big show. CT, do you have any? What are we gonna be doing tomorrow night?
We probably gonna rehashing some of the shit OBJ, but talking about future predictions, what we need to do post draft. Me and Irvin spent a lot of time talking last night about where we see the direction of the team. There are some things that we talked about, even though, my crude Picasso
How we're
drawings.
gonna beat the Bills?
Nah, we're talking about like our roster looks in pretty bad shape.
Oh, hold on. Y'all never gave me y'all's opinion on our signing, Chase Claypool, because I know he caught a whopping 4 catches for y'all last year, right?
He's trash.
Well, apparently, I don't know. There's a 2-pronged approach there. That one is, does your offensive coordinator and Joe Brady know how to utilize tight ends? That's the first question. And then the second question is, if he does know how to utilize tight ends, is Claypool actually going to catch a pass?
Claypool's not a tight end.
And not drop a wide open touchdown. Those are two different questions.
But he used to play tight end.
He's a
I
big
noticed,
target.
but he's played tight end in Notre Dame. But
well, he's not a fucking tight end.
no, I know. But there were just some discussions that he could convert tight end, but
No, we got Dawson Knox and Kincaid. He'll play wide receiver, and he'll be good at it because now he finally has the quarterback that can get him to fucking rock.
I am.
But that seems redundant because Tua actually put the bitch in the bread basket and the motherfucker dropped it. So again, my whole point though is again, if you have an OC that does not know how to integrate the tight end, Chase Claypool for us, not that he's going to play that position for you, but for us, we had him in a Mike Gesicki role in a
Claypool. Butterfingers Claypool.
He's like Gesicki. He had the fucking ball bounce off his face mask. Okay,
so it's like a Gabe Davis.
Yeah, well, I'm just warning you, Amicus, that if you think that you're getting some good, then
Butterfingers. Go get you a box of popcorn.
I think he's going to surprise a few people. Yeah.
All right. We'll see about that.
So thank you, fuckers. All you guys got me in trouble with the wife, but I don't give a fuck. So
you get yourself in trouble with the wife. Don't be blaming us.
No, actually, as a matter of fact, I had the broken phone, and when Amicus was sending me hot titty pictures of some bitch in a Buffalo Bills uniform, yeah, I got some questions about that. So don't sit here and say I got myself in trouble. Nah, you got me in trouble, and a certain individual, MCJB. And certain things that he fucking sent me video wise that I put on stage backstage got my ass in trouble.
Well, you asked for the fucking picture. I was just helping you out.
Where's MCJB at? Where's he been?
I don't know. But I don't give a fuck, so.
Busy.
No, it's all good, bro.
But hey, we're gonna leave you guys. Amicus, final thoughts, brother. Give us your final thoughts. It was supposed to be a short show. Here we are going on 3 hours. We're coming on tomorrow night. Let's get it.
Final thoughts or
yeah, final thoughts.
I love the draft, man. I love our team right now. I love the new acquisitions.
Hey, Amicus.
Yeah.
Hey, I couldn't believe that you said that after that first round that you gave it an A-. I'm gonna go back tomorrow and review the Bills draft.
Yeah.
And I'll give you my report tomorrow on our show.
Yeah, A-. I mean, I might change it to an A.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Spidey Jet.
I'm gonna look it up tomorrow.
Spidey Jet. Final thoughts.
I don't even know who y'all took, but I'll look it up tomorrow. Go ahead, Spidey.
Good show as always, fellas. I enjoyed the football talk as always. Amicus, fucking good.
Yes, sir.
Y'all disappointed me tonight, but I also loved it. That's been the kind of the story with that franchise. Yeah, we run shit here in Florida. And yeah, go Phins. I will say one last thing. Patrick Paul needs a lot of work. That dude is a disaster technique wise, but all in all.
Oh, so CT was right after all that.
Yep.
You're right.
Hey, we're gonna do a GoFundMe. We're gonna do a
Bleezy, final
GoFundMe.
thoughts.
Real quick, we're gonna do a GoFundMe for you, Spidey, to get you some fucking internet.
Yes. The fucking Orlando Magic giving out when it fucking counts, fucking internet.
No,
But go ahead,
trying to make
please. Final thoughts.
the internet.
Yo, do not buy into the Patrick Paul hype that he can't run block. That he can't run block. Whoever says he can't run block, I mean, shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here. The motherfucker can run block. His tape from the combine, he fucking put some dude on his ass and fucking smashed his face in the ground.
His problem is not run blocking technique wise, unless if it's his hands. His problem is fucking pass blocking technique. That shit fucking terrible. His feet, hands.
Pass blocking? I thought they were thinking about his run blocking. His pass blocking fun too, man.
Go watch the film, Bleezy. It's not as good as you think it is. But we got 121 in the room. We got 121 in the room. For those y'all watching on Twitch, Twitter, all that shit, come on over to YouTube, smash that like button, hit the subscribe, hit that notification bell. Bleezy and I on MDC are here every Monday night at 8:30, including tomorrow. We do impromptu shows throughout the week. We've done 14. We've done 14 shows in the last 2.5 weeks. So hit that notification bell.
Spidey, can he not pass block?
So we're going to leave you guys with our favorite, as always, Patrick Paul. He's a project at best. The guy, he has all the physical traits, just like Austin Jackson, but it took Austin Jackson 4 years to develop. Just like they said that Eichenberg had all the physical traits. Well, Eichenberg still hasn't developed, and he never will. So it's a reach. But we will leave you guys with our fucking favorite clip. As always, we will see you guys tomorrow night at 8:30 sharp. See you on the next one.
Come back.
Waddell. Everybody knew they would yell from the box like